Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Geeks for Good as the screaming for the essential workers goes on in the background. Oh my god, it's not Geeks for Good.
We love them, though. We love Geeks for Good at Heartsinger Games.
It's habitual hour is what time it is. Welcome to Heartsinger Games. I am Geeks for Good.
It's true.
And I'm going to be running this game of Starfound, an actual play podcast that we record every week live here on Heartsinger Games. And it is an actual play podcast of the role-playing game Starfinder by Paizo. And thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you, Not1D. Thank you, Shython. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. It's super, super appreciated. And I'm just so glad that we get to share this story with you tonight. I don't know what it's going to be. Do you guys know what it's going to be?
We're going to die.
No. Sorry, no, I don't. I'm nervous.
It's gonna be magical.
What up, D-Stack? Welcome. The stardom spans many channels. Exactly, Lamood.
It's true.
It's Starfound.
So, welcome everyone. Welcome back every 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays. We are here telling some epic space fantasy stories. I am Miles Duffield, aka Geeks for Good. I stream on twitch.tv/Geeks for Good, and I'm going to be the game master tonight, which means I'm going to be leading these fools, mooks, rubes below me, around on an epic adventure. Also known as heroes, right? They're all the same.
Okay, there we go.
To some. Known as heroes to some.
To some, exactly. And we'll be kicking it around the galaxy tonight. But let's introduce our crew. Why don't we start with you, Anne?
Hi, I am Anne Richmond. I am the head bard in charge right here at Heartsinger Games. I play Amaruk Yuka, the Solarian who will nuke ya. Vlaka, bow to your queen, boo, and give me that ah-woo!
Did she make that up on the screen? Ah!
Ooh, awoobish.
That was
Stop
brilliant.
that shit! No, the joke is I fuck up my intro literally every week and forget what I had planned for us to do, which is a short intro for each person, and just keep talking.
There we go.
Fantastic.
So I memorized it this time.
Now that you've done
That's
it,
great.
let's move
Wonderful.
on. Dex.
Yep.
Hello, I am Dexter Warren. I play Jabberwocky, Skittermander, Technomancer, and now the new Minister of Technology.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hey.
It's
All right, next.
Hi, I am Helena Anderson, the Magic Llama Mood on the internet, on YouTube and stuff. And I play Jaleskia, also known as Kia, who is a Kasathan mystic scholar and who is the spiciest little chicken nugget in the box.
She is.
I never have, unlike Anne, I never make anything up and or memorize. Doing it live.
What's that? Mark?
My name is.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. That's the spirit of improv. My name is, and I play Caster 9. He is an android mechanic and the pilot of the Kingfisher, and now a part-time bug. Always
part-time.
be of service.
Oh. Oh.
Fantastic. All right. So, shall we get started?
Yeah.
I'm so ready. Caster, can you tell us who you are again? Because you broke up a couple of times.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If I put it closer, would it be even better? The mic?
Yeah, maybe. We just heard part-time bug and
If any of us makes any sound,
always service.
we cannot hear
Of
you,
course.
and we're trying.
Take 2. Hi there, my name is Parker, and I play Caster 9, an android mechanic, pilot of the Kingfisher, and now part-time bug. Happy to be of service.
Yeah! That's the boy.
We got it. We got it. That's a wrap. We're done. All right. We'll be back next Thursday.
All right.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you all so much. So we are last time.
Oh, before we get
Yeah,
in,
what's up?
sorry.
Please.
Because now we've made it through intros. we just want to remind you that we do have a Patreon.
Mhm.
If you're interested in catching up on our past adventures, we have made all of everything, all of our content behind the scenes and the podcast itself free to everyone. Thank you so much, Shaython, for linking that down there in the chat. So please check that out. You'll notice 2 bars filling ever so effulgently with follows and tips.
Oh.
When I don't know, don't think too hard about it.
Doobie.
You see those. If you follow us, if you tip us, those bars will fill and trigger a dice giveaway. Giveaway from Level Up Dice. So feel free to participate in that as you so choose. Now, Miles.
Now,
DM Daddy.
ooh.
Take it away.
Starfound After Dark.
Dark.
All right, y'all. So, last time on Starfound, the crew found themselves, well, they pretty actively teleported themselves across the honkin' galaxy into another star system without them knowing, and found themselves on the planet of their great enemy, their secret rival, their best frenemy in the world, Elo Catch, who runs Kleintech, a massive biotech company. And as they began to, I guess, explore is one word for being attacked by a Leviathan creature that came at them in the depths of the sea, they found themselves kidnapped by the Swarm, a hive mind conglomeration of creatures that eats other creatures to bring them in. And this branch of the Swarm brought them in and had something like a conversation with them. As the Swarm and them taught each other different things, and the Swarm was desperate for their help with Elo Catch, who was developing some kind of weapon to use against the Swarm on the planet that he now rightfully owns. So the crew reluctantly and with great reservations agreed, largely under duress, afraid that they would be eaten.
There's always, that to contend with.
Yeah, we're crunchy.
100% Team Swarm.
Again, spiciest chicken nugget in the box.
It's true. I'm at the bottom. All the seasoning gets on that one.
Ooh,
You know the one.
little bit of Old Bay on it.
Yeah. Old Bay, BAE. Okay, sorry. Miles, continue.
I can't do this.
This is way too much.
Oh boy.
So they agreed and were immediately dressed in bug Gundam suits made out of the bits and pieces of the Swarm, which had like grown these suits for them to sit inside of and wear. So now they're disguised essentially as members of the Swarm, and they are wrecking their way through, aka Elon Musk's I see you, fortress where this weapon is being created. And as we ended last time, they had reached the like central control room where this massive crystalline computer was storing all of the data about this weapon and about the planet I've forgotten my own bad guy's name.
Elo
Catch has collected.
Hey, Shaython, thank you so much for that donation.
What? What did we just get? How much was it?
It was for $5.
$5.
That's so
Thank you
nice.
so
Thank you
much.
so
We're
much.
rolling
Thank you.
our way. So as they arrived, riding up the elevator into this room, this large space ahead of them opened up. And ahead of them, the space elevator that this facility is built around, this kind of like glowing, energetic beam that strikes up towards the sky, silhouettes this huge black obelisk computer that has these like veins running through it of like red pulsing something. And in front of that stood a massive, well, at first a small human, right? Just a normal sized human, maybe like 5'8". But as they watched, this human began to change. its body shifting and growing, ripping out of his space clothes and into a space wolf.
Boo! Or a
A
woo?
werewolf?
Swearwolf.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
Dag nabbit.
Time to kill.
And I think we're kind of starting off at rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go for it.
Oh.
That's not good. What I rolled is kind of as bad as it gets on a dice.
Oh no.
Ooh.
It's a one.
Woof.
It's a one.
Is
But,
it a
you know,
one?
we'll get it out of the way now.
Oh no, BB.
I'm just so shocked to be like, a wolf who is not a real wolf? Where did he go wrong?
You gotta take her swimming on the first date.
Ooh.
All right. Give me
That's
some more
an
totals.
18 from me.
18 for
18.
Jebby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One. Mine was a 9.
9 for Caster.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. 17 for me.
17 for you.
And I
I'll
rolled a
edit you
3,
to a
Miles.
3, Amaruk. And what
Yeah,
did
yeah.
this guy get? Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The wolf.
Oh dear. I'm afraid. I'm
Hmm.
afraid he's going
So
first.
are we.
Boom. Just barely
Boom,
ahead
boom,
of everyone
you
else,
say.
but definitely in the lead.
Wow.
So can we actually take a brief moment to describe each of your bug suits?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, why don't we
Yeah.
start with you, Heartsinger?
I'll tell you.
Oh god.
I'm rocking a tall buggy boy. I have one set of arms that will become more relevant with future sets you hear about. I have one set of arms. One is a bug arm that kind of creates an organic blaster at the end of it, and the other bug arm is. Sorry, I'm going back and forth in my Rook and the Raven notebook here. The other bug arm is basically a big knife. So it just
Mhm.
goes into an organic, sharp bit, very alien, and giant, multifaceted yellow bug eyes. And in my mind, I imagine it as like an ombre from like a deep green in like the central mass that on every, as it moves out on every arm, just transitions into like a light teal.
Ooh, yes, excellent. All right, Jabby, go.
Yellow eyes.
Yes, I have, just like Jabby, 3 sets of arms on this bug, as instead of hands, there are hooked pincers that end in blades at the tips of each one. And it's, I imagine, kind of like a centipede, but if it were humanoid, something like that. Um, and its skin kind of shifts to adjust to the environment. And I think maybe some quivery eye bits, like a maybe very small short antenna by the eyes.
Oh, like out from the body with little buggy
Yeah.
eyeballs. Ooh,
Mm.
girl.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Heck
Love
yeah.
that.
Lit.
All right, Kia.
Mine is as small as mine as I am, but still bigger because it's an exoskeleton. But my head is long, and so is this one's. And at the end of its very long head, there is a whip, a tail whip with a poisonous barb at the end,
Barb.
which does some damage, which is
Barb.
nice.
Mhm.
And I have little legs that have, it's basically the backwards knees. So I'm a lot better at swimming than I was before. Big
Nice.
feet, stuff like that.
Webbed.
I also picture kind of a camo green.
Oh.
Yeah,
Great.
I think that's it.
And Caster.
All right. So Castor has a bug suit with gossamer wings that have wing shells like cicada covers. It has a spot for the cortex, which for the exocortex that Castor has, which is right here, where his bow tie would be. So I just imagine a lot of wires coming out and just like feeding into that. And then on the left arm, it pulses red and is in fact a flamethrower that deals 4d10 damage with a range of 20 feet.
Ooh.
And also some teeth, some big old teeth that do some
Teeth?
Teefers.
Also, I forgot. I have a bone gun.
Bone gun. Yes, the
It's important.
Ooh,
So we're
yes.
all living our bug lives. We're bugging out, boys.
ooh.
Okay.
Fighting Elo by moonlight.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
Fighting Elo by moonlight. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? You criminal.
Yup.
You word criminal.
It's Sailor Moon bug suit.
God,
That's
so good.
too freaking good. All right. So ahead of you stands this wolf, right? Who out of his like arms, blood dripping out of the parts of him that is ripped apart, has extended
Ew.
these two massive flat-edged blades. And it leaps down off of this pedestal, off of the platform that it's up on top of, on which the computer sits, right? And lands heavy. Boom! The like weight of the metal bones inside of this thing, creating this crater in the ground as the tile of the floor like arcs up away from the crater. And it begins to slowly thump, 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 thump towards all of you until it leaps in the air and takes a massive slash at you,
Oh.
Anne.
Oh no, who's Anne? I don't like this.
I can't do it.
Anne.
I give
Oh
up.
no.
Raise the white flag.
So many subs. We just got 5 subs gifted by Ellie DiLorenzo.
Ellie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I love you.
much.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome to the crew. Thank you
My
so
heart.
much. Welcome, everyone. Yay,
Thank you,
all
my
the
love.
subs. It's been a big day for gifted subs. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a great time to be alive.
Thank you,
What's-
everyone.
What's your armor class?
What isn't my armor class? Well, as a bug,
As a bug, I feel.
as a bug. No, okay. Do you want EAC or KAC?
KIC, please.
18, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was a little proud of myself, but I'll just stop being proud then. That's fine.
Oof.
So
Woof.
the first slash like arcs across your chest, right?
Yeah.
And cuts into like the beginnings of the bug flesh, but you like
Yeah.
dash back just barely out of range as it just slices, and it's like
Yeah.
green blue blood starts to flow out of the cut.
Ooh.
You are going to take a rockin' 20 damage.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
How much hit
love it.
points does each of those bug suits have?
Mine has 70.
Cool.
Mine has 58.
Cool. Great. All right. That is the end of this guy's turn. He's gotten in close and did what we want to do. Next,
Oh,
next up is
Don't look at me.
Jabby.
So you said my bug suit has limited telekinesis.
I do.
Would I be able to hold the dude in place up off the ground?
He's
Make it easier
very
to hit?
heavy.
Or was that very heavy? Okay,
Mhm.
then I'm just going to take 3 attacks, each doing 3d8. Let's see if they hit.
What are you attacking with?
With the bug arms.
The bug arms?
stabby bits.
All right.
the
So you're going to have to
slashy
move
bits.
closer, right?
Yes, I'm going to go right up next to it. I cannot move my character, but I'll go right up next to it
I'll take care of
and
that.
take
You
those
care
3
of that.
slashes.
All right. Go for it.
That-
Hey, Veronica Cartoon. Thank you so much for bringing that raid.
Hey,
I hope you had a
Ray.
great stream,
Hey.
girl.
Yeah, I hope you had a great stream. Welcome.
Welcome back, all of our
Welcome back,
friends.
everyone.
So the highest one was a 16. The others were 5s.
Oof. Yeah, them's hits? No. No, none of those
Alright.
hit.
Trying to adjust for the length, you know.
Trying to adjust for the length, exactly.
Sounds like some dates I've been on.
Oh!
Spicy meatball. Here's the so to catch up our rating, friends. All you need to know is we are basically at the end of Rogue One on a tropical planet, fighting a werewolf, and that's the story before you got here.
A
Yeah.
cyber werewolf.
I cyber
werewolf.
In
All right.
space.
Jabby, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Just gonna
Great.
think a really bad glare at him.
So you like dash to the side and like shing 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 shing, like this barrage of little attacks at this thing with your
Well,
many
the
many
mouse-
bug arms. You want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Ah, shing 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 shing.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Good. Now I've really internalized it.
He like gets
Yeah.
deftly out of the way and like batters most of your attacks down with one firm slash from one of his arms. Kia!
Kia!
Great. What are these triangles?
Those triangles are like these like pillars that lead up to the
Okay.
roof. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to take some aim at this dude with my bone gun. So
My bone gun. So
yeah, with my bone gun. That was a better roll than I thought it would be. That is a 21 to hit.
That's a hit. A palpable hit,
that'll do
Kia.
it.
That never happens to me, guys. If you're new here, that never
It's
happens
real.
to me.
True.
I can
God is
roll
real.
over 10.
Okay.
The math. I love the eyes up every time. Yes, keep us involved in your dice rolling.
Sorry, 17.
17. Nice. Beautiful. You raise your
That's
bug
legit,
arm
man.
and like squeeze your fingers, and these like shards of bone fire out, kicking back
Yeah.
into your shoulder with each launch. And he does not expect this, right? Absolutely does not. Gets it like barely, one of them flies just barely over his nuzzling nozzle. That's dog for nose. And and then he gets the
Can
blade up
confirm.
like cloud, and just the rest of them like ping 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 off the front of his large sword. Where's his hit points? That was 27?
What?
What damage did you do? You did all that math,
17.
and I forgot already.
I think.
All right.
But
Wait, was it
27.
17?
27 was great. No.
Yeah, 27
17.
sounds good. I think it was 17. though.
17.
Watch
Oh,
it,
17.
Park. All right.
The last number she said was 17.
All right. Fantastic. Next up is everybody's favorite caster, Caster.
Me. I have a question. Can I use my wings to fly up in the air, perhaps?
Yeah.
That's what
Their
most wings
wings?
do. Yeah.
I don't know. Some
Listen.
wings glide, Heartsinger. So
Yeah, that's
don't
true.
be a
Okay.
no-no.
I'm so sorry.
Well, penguins, ostriches.
Exactly. All right.
Those are
Right.
flippers.
Yes. And I'm gonna, I'll fly maybe like 20 feet in the air,
Okay. 20 feet
and
up.
then use my flamethrower arm and blast him.
Great.
Blast.
And blast him. Great. You're just gonna go straight up.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Fantastic. Where's my fire? Give me 1 second while I do some effects up in this boy.
Caster, that's so cool.
I know, right? I wish I could control it.
You try really hard, okay?
Fire
Do your best.
rushes out over the creature in front of you. Hey, he needs to roll a dexterity save. Did I give you a save DC for these guys, or am I going to make that up right now?
Yes. 15 deck save. Is it to miss
Half.
completely or damage?
Half.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me get that then. I'm gonna actually
Roll damage. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna do on roll 20, because why not?
Why
Do
not?
it.
The majesticness
Why not?
of penguins.
Whoa, something's on fire on roll 20. Jesus.
That was the effects.
Wowie,
Ooh.
zowie, kapowie.
Oh, that's
Fancy.
toasty.
And
Oh, that's good.
What was that
You're
total,
doing
Parker?
toast.
that was 27.
Oh, so actually 27 this time.
that's a little
You
surreal,
mean
actually.
37?
That's really surreal. You were just predicting the future, my dear.
Amazing. Great. So out of your arm erupts this gout of like napalm flame that rushes over this thing. It's not like normal fire. The fire burns like this bright yellow as it rushes forward. But he like dodges backwards, just dipping out, like handspringing, hand over heels out of the way. He does still take some damage, and like fire burns on his shoulder, and he kind of pats it out angrily, blood dripping down his long, thick coated arm.
Ew.
If he backed up, would we get opportunity attacks?
Not in this case. but good thinking.
I know. It was like, oh, but I want to hit.
Oh, but I want to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of that, out of the sides of the walls begin
Oh,
to
no.
like open up. And you notice that at the same time, out of the back of his head, this like little antenna sprouts. Everyone's faces. I love it.
Oh no.
And at the walls begin to like open up to reveal these emitters, and lasers pour out from either side. I need dexterity. I need reflex saves from everyone involved.
Oh, fuck me over, dice. Okay,
oh
good, that's
no.
much better.
Oh boy.
Is it
no.
just adding
I
on
rolled
stuff, or
a
are we getting-
9.
Pew! So much for the cool effects. Now we just got reds.
I think that's
23.
cool.
I rolled a 23. Did it save my life,
It
please?
did save your
15.
life. Yeah.
How about a 15?
How about a 15? Yep,
How
you're good
life-saving
as
is
well.
that?
Ooh.
How about a 9?
You're not so
Oh.
good. How'd you do, Caster?
Well, this Twitch has been brought to you by the number 27 because
Oh my god!
Well, all right.
So all of
We
you
just
dodge.
need T-shirts that just say 27 on them.
It's
Starfound.
yeah.
Starfound 27. So all of you guys dodge and duck out of the way. I'm moving you guys in randomish directions as close as you can. And Kia's like, "What's happening? What's?" And fire burns into your leg. You're gonna take 7 points of damage, Kia.
Oh,
Oh
damn it.
no!
Oh, no.
Every time you end a turn in those lasers, you're gonna take that much damage.
Okay.
Okay.
But we are
All right.
around to Amaruk. The
Okay.
nuke.
Now I'm not in the lasers. Is that correct?
No, you have been moved from lasers.
Great. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I guess I have a gun, and I also have. You know what? No, I want to do 3d8 damage. That's what I want to do. So
Oh.
I'm gonna slice and dice, as I'm so relatively famous for. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to hit. 19. Does a 19 hit?
A 19. Is this kinetic or energy?
This is my sword arm.
Sword arm? That would be
My
kinetic.
slicey arm.
That does not hit.
Are you fucking kidding? It's fine.
Oh no. The
Cool.
struggle of sword art.
Cool. That's my
Is that what you got?
Can I use any of my Solarian abilities in here?
What do you mean?
Like, if from inside of the bug suit, can I use any of my Solarian abilities?
And I mean, I think that depends on the Solarian ability. If you're gonna wreathe yourself in fire, I don't think you can do that, right? But some
Okay,
things, yeah.
But
let's talk
what if
about
I
it.
wanted to just like power up my I almost said key because I'm just stuck in my monk mind right now.
Monk
If I
mind!
wanted to power up my my ability, like you know how I get like points every round,
Yeah.
and then once I get to enough points, can I
Yeah.
do that and then supernova later?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah. Ellie says supernova.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
so
that's
what I'm gonna
supernova.
do is I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm doing.
Mhm.
nice.
I did it.
All right, great. Unfortunately, it's our bad boy's turn again.
Hi,
Hmm.
hurt me, good, DM daddy. I don't know. I'm scared.
Careful, man. Careful.
Oh, no. He just might
Careful.
though.
Gentle.
Actually, he's going to hurl a how is this gonna work? Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. He
Hopefully it won't.
is defending against you, right? You've like come up and slashed at him, and he like barely got out of the way, and as he
Yeah.
does, he like starts to hawk this hairball, and then just spits it in the direction of you, Kia, and Caster. I need
He has a
Says
hairball
Kia.
ability? What the fuck is this? This is not
I'm-
real.
Personally offended.
I need fortitude saves from both of you.
Oh my god.
To keep from throwing up.
From me and from me as well.
19 for me.
19, nice.
I've seen freakier things in the wild.
Said fortitude
Fortitude, yeah.
16.
Oh, you guys are both fine. You guys both.
Yeah.
I find might be a generous word for that. Um, you both resist the like urge to like be sickened or be distracted as this hairball like splashes, or actually it gets cut open by one of the lasers and like begins to
Ooh.
expand and grow outwards, like shedding goo and nastiness out from it.
Okay, so Kia's gonna say, at the end of this, everybody leave that. I would like a vial of it. Thank you.
It's all yours.
Thanks.
All right, Jabby.
That is, I'm personally offended, but
You should be.
is there a way for me to hack into this thing's antenna so it can't give out any more instructions?
That's a thought.
Smart.
You would
Love
need
that.
direct
'Cause
control.
my computer does have range. Connect to that one, or would it have to be a specific computer console?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Your computer has
I was
range?
just saying the personal computer I have
Mhm.
has upgrades that allow it to interact with other computers at range.
Ooh,
Would this one also count?
yeah. Heck yeah.
Could I hack into it?
Yeah, go for it, Bronco.
Hack
Alright.
the
Do it.
wolf man.
Hack the
Hack the wolf.
man.
the wolf.
Hack the wolf frame.
Okay.
It's like hack the world, but much more. Your
Yeah.
standards are way lower.
Right.
Hack
Just a
the
wolf.
wolf. Just one wolf.
Yes.
This wolf.
That is
Wolf.
it's a 31.
31. Beesh.
Yes.
Starfinder back at it again with those high numbers. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah,
May I
absolutely.
hack
So
the
you
wolf?
managed to jam his connection
Mm.
for the moment. The lasers turn off. Kia.
Bye-bye.
I am going to send a mind thrust at this dude because I'm
Big surprise.
anger. Big surprise. Lasers are gone. However, now knowing where those lasers were, I would like to move out of the way
Mhm.
forward
Of that
if
volley of
possible,
lasers. Yeah.
Yeah.
so that I don't get hashtag cooked again. And I'm going to mind thrust in his direction.
What's my save?
Your save is a will save.
DC?
I will mind thrust in a new
DC,
direction.
apologies. It's fine. I'm fine.
Oh no.
I've pulled apart my book, so I've got pages on pages. I truly apologize.
So many. These books
I
are
have two-
modular. And
They are amazing. That's the thing. They are amazing, but I have put it in a different order, thinking that it would help me. But what a fool I was! What an
What a fool.
absolute ass I was.
Isn't that damn?
You sound
Wait,
like a.
so I'm
Shakespeare
not
character.
going to do that because I can't find it right now. Because
Oh,
I got
oh, oh
nervous.
no!
Oh yeah, no, I got nervous. I'll find it eventually. In that case, I'm going to just do some more bone shooting because I think that's fun.
All right.
I will
do some
find
more
my
bone
DC
shooting. Do
in the
it right now.
meantime.
Go for it. I completely understand.
Will.
shoot that
Thank
bone.
Mind
Yeah,
thrusting
yeah,
the
she gonna
bone
shoot
shooting?
that bone. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
she gonna
it's
shoot.
not good, guys. It's
Oh.
9. A 9 to hit.
Oh,
9 to
no.
hit
Nine
is
again.
indeed a miss. I'm sorry,
Nine
Kia.
Indeed.
All right.
It's okay, but I did move. I just want to make that very clear that I did move out of the way of
So
where
you
those
did.
lasers were.
Yes, I see that.
Those lasers,
All
where
right.
they were.
Caster.
All right, so as a swift action, I'm going to call my laser rifle to my hands. And then I am going to use my move action to use my combat tracking,
Nice.
bump up my base attack bonus. And then I'm going to use my laser rifle with overload,
Oh, yeah.
overcharge rather.
Overcharged. Rocking.
right. So here we go. That's a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
That is okay. We do this sometimes.
Usually in my case.
Your laser bolt flies out at this wolf who just like matrixes around it like effortlessly and eyes you down. Amaruk the nuke. Can you
Is
nuke
it my
it?
turn?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'm gonna do a full attack action with 2 melee strikes.
Go for it.
Number 1 is a natural 20. Oh shit! It's happening. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 66. Let's see. So that's 10.
Wow, that's many d6.
20, and
Many d6.
28, 34 damage on the first attack.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
and then I'm gonna do another one. We're gonna see.
Wow.
We pray. Okay, that's not so good. Altogether, that's an 11.
That's an 11. No, it was not
Okay.
so good.
Wow.
Great.
Fickle.
So basically, she is getting used to these kind of like bug appendages.
Mhm.
So she was kind of thrown off the first round, and so she's kind of like watching everybody else's hits and how it's reacting, and she waits for him to be pulled off balance, and she just does a giant punch forward right under the armpit and just drives her knife into the armpit of this wolf, and then shinks it out, and she goes for another punch and ends up just like he backs out of the way, so she's kind of overextended in front of him and trying
Perfect. And in result to that, he's going to kick you away from him. Make a fortitude save.
a fort save.
Yeah.
Lucky for me, I'm okay at these. All right. Not if I roll like that. Good. This is
We're
fine.
starting strong, guys. Starting strong.
12? How's 12?
You fly backwards and slam against the wall. You're not going to take any damage, but you're no longer engaged with him.
Okay.
And he rushes forward at Jabby.
No, my sweet baby.
You're too smart, Jabby.
No.
I must put you down. And slashes twice at you. What's your kinetic armor class, Jabby, in this bug boy?
It's an 18. I don't know. I just have 18 from my regular stuff. I don't
We'll
have
keep
an AC
it. We'll
from the
keep
other
it.
one.
It's 18.
Let's keep the 18.
It's 18.
Yeah.
All right, great. One of these hits and is going to do 24 points of damage.
That's unpleasant.
Slashes across at you. The first one like goes over your head as you duck under the way, and the second one like jumps into your face and you stumble backwards. You can feel your like head is ringing through the bug suit. But it's your turn, Jabby.
He chitters angrily like at the creature, and I take my pincers and just temporarily lose myself and like I am bug for the swarm, and then slashing 3 times.
Which, like, to be fair, skittermanders aren't that far from bugs already.
Exactly.
They're like buggy mammal boys.
Yeah.
So the first 2 are 6s, and then the third one is a 20. Not a nat 20, but a dirty 20.
The dirty 20 does a hit.
Ooh. All right, and then that's going to be 3d6 damage. And then that's 13 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Solid. Let me put that down. Cool. All right. That is your turn, my friend?
Yeah, just going to do like wavy bug arms to try and distract him like
That'll
beautiful. Beautiful. Out of his head, as you're like doing that, right? You like beat him back, something recalibrates, and the little antennae changes. It like goes further out, and then there's like and like blood kind of splatters out, and out comes this like larger jut that then splits out into a full radar dish that starts to spin around, and your jamming of his of his actions is over.
All right. That just is profoundly uncomfortable. And I felt actual pain in my head, but it's fine. We're going to keep going.
Is everyone else okay? How's chat doing? Are you guys okay? This is like...
Jathan is concerned that this may be an accidental TPK, but I don't know if it's so accidental.
Well, I'm coming
I
for
didn't
you,
realize
so-
that I was reading my shorthand about my attack incorrectly, but that's a problem I will serve. I will fix on subsequent turns.
Nice flex.
Yeah. It's fine. I did it bad.
Kia, it's your turn.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna mind thrust.
Thrust.
Torpedoes this time. DC is 16 will save.
All right, let's see how I do. That's a fail.
Yes, fail. And you are going to get some damage today. Some damage for the pupper, the mean pupper. That is a number. And then that's another number. And that is 24 damage.
The
Today.
the addition song, everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I had to learn my multiplication tables via song. But
Yeah.
Great,
I hear
fantastic.
that.
So you like into the air and
Well, I send my chemistry notes. It's always notes.
what?
For my mind thrusts, I like send my chemistry notes into this kind of jumble of information, an influx of information. And so I like to think that it's just like this dyslexia personified, just
rushing in and scrambling the brains, and the werewolf like stumbles to the side. Caster.
Stumble.
Great. I am going to, from this distance, that's 20 feet away. Yeah, I can do that. What's my distance now with the whole height situation? I'm 20 feet up and 20 feet away.
Hypotenuse, you're about 30-ish feet.
Can I move one square and see where that goes?
Math. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're slightly less feet. What are you looking for, Caster?
Let's see. Can I do that fire thing? You know what? Can I use a grenade during a full attack?
My brain. Explain more.
Me bran.
Doing 2 attacks at -4 modifier. When one of them throwing a grenade and shooting a gun.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will throw a grenade anyway.
Great.
You can't stop me, Dad.
Well,
you're not my real dad.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna throw it.
Here we go, BB.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a sticky grenade.
Mm-hmm.
And that's +8, so that's golly gee. 24.
24 to hit. I mean, are you hitting right on him?
Yeah, I'll do right on him as long as it doesn't, or at least I'll throw it where it won't hit Jabby, of course.
What level of sticky grenade is this?
It's a level 1.
Great. Let me look this up real quick because I am continually forgetting. So level 1s have an area of 10 feet.
Great.
Yeah. So if you hit it right on him, you're going to get Jabby as well, right?
Yes, of course. Where would I throw it in order to?
I mean, you're just trying to hit the ground right there. So I'd say you've got it. Yeah.
Great. Excellent.
All right. What do I have to? I have to roll a dice class to be able to resist, right? Or
let me check that.
no, I don't think so. I don't think if you hit him, 24 does still hit him, right? I think you roll against all the creatures. Great, fantastic. That's how we're doing it tonight. I'm always back and forth about grenade rules because there's so many different grenade rules for every single system. So he is absolutely entangled. Roll your 2d4 rounds of entanglement.
2d4.
What does entangled mean for the rest of us trying to hurt him?
No,
Anything?
absolutely. Let me bring it up. What was your total, Parker?
Oh, sorry. It was 4 rounds.
4 rounds. Nice.
Oh.
Brutal.
Oh, boy.
Man.
So sticky.
Ensnared. You're being entangled. Impedes your movement, but does not entirely prevent you from moving unless the bonds are anchored to an immobile object or tethered by an opposing force. You move at half speed. You cannot run or charge. You take a -2 penalty to your AC, attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and dexterity-based skill and ability checks.
Wow. That's helpful.
It's super
That's
freaking
real good.
helpful.
Boy.
But in response to this, he and like a signal goes out. And you just moved away from the wall, Caster, you monster. The wall begins to open next to you, Amaruk, and these like mechanical hands reach out and start to
No.
grab you and pull you into the wall.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like
What do I
that.
do?
Crying is always an option.
Do I get like a reflex against them, or is
No,
this
it just
happening?
happens. No, of course. You gotta
Okay.
take a reflex save.
Okay, I was just like, I'll do whatever you want. This is happening to me. Okay.
I'm having labyrinth
All right.
flashbacks.
Thank you
Y'all
so
remember
much for those bits,
Yes.
Irish BB. I will enjoy them as I
Thank
fly to the
you.
grave.
The bits.
Bits,
So,
bits.
oh no, I already used that last time. Well,
Mm-mm.
that's just the roll then. How's a 7?
You get pulled into the wall.
Great. That's probably
like
fine.
in there.
Now, when you say that, you mean she's inside the wall?
Yeah, so as like space opens inside the wall and these hands like wrench you into the space of this wall here, and as you're in, they start to begin like being on the inside of a dozen caterpillars. They start to like pull you upwards.
No, I don't like that.
That's worse.
I don't like that.
No,
Miles, stop it.
caterpillars. Don't like
Ugh.
caterpillars.
Like this.
Is that an X
Okay.
card being pulled? I don't
No,
think so.
I just don't like it. I'll tell it. You don't worry. You can trust me to tell you when I need not a thing to happen, but I don't like it.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
It upsets me viscerally.
You are not going to
Okay.
take any damage from that.
That's fine.
Just
Is that
disturb.
my turn?
Just, I guess, psychic damage in a way. It
Okay.
is your turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm inside. So the world has been closed out to me as these things start pushing me upwards,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to. Is there any way I can start slicing with my arm to cut the things off of me so I can jump out the bottom of the thing?
I'm into that idea. Go for it.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a natural 20.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes, you
Great.
did.
Let me out of this wall.
So you like begin to squirm back and forth, and then your blade comes out, and your like blaster begins to shoot and fire, and you
Yeah.
start to tear yourself out, and you emerge out of 10 feet up in the wall, flying forward and landing superhero pose on the ground.
Yeah. No, Mr. Wolf Boy. Okay, that's everything, right?
I think that's your
So-
turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
I
but
did it.
killer
I
escape.
escapade.
Killer escape, bro.
Thanks, bro. So this is where I land still? Where you put
Yeah,
me?
where I put you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, why the
11.
heck not? What's your armor class, Kia? Your kinetic?
Funny you should ask.
You don't have to answer him. No kidding. you do.
16.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
You don't have to answer him. Don't talk to him. The best way to play D&D.
If you don't talk, the story won't move forward.
And
we
you'll
can
be
just
safe.
alive. Yeah.
Oh, man. Schrodinger's party. Are we alive or dead?
So he like
16.
twists one arm backwards, and out of his flesh shoots this wire cable that zips forward, and like these large claws on it grab onto one of your bug bones and like pull you across the
My
way.
bones.
My bones. I'm dead.
Pull you
This is not humorous.
across the way towards
Oh my
him, and he
God.
slashes at you. And rolls really poorly. You're gonna take 12 points of damage.
Can we say that he rolls poorly because I'm telepathying into his brain?
Sure.
Because my bug suit has telepathy, and so
Yeah.
it's literally just going like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Not you. I hate you."
Mind games.
I love it.
Some mixed messages over here.
And his second attack, he's
man.
going to take a swing at Jabby and absolutely hit. So like you're flying towards
Ooh.
him as that happens, he slashes downwards. Do you see me roll with that motion? That was pretty cool. I wish everyone
I
could
didn't.
see.
Did
what
you
I
just
did.
roll?
I like a
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh
like
player.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
You did.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool. I
man.
won't lie.
Part of the card.
That's gonna do more damage. That's gonna do 26 points of damage
That's not ideal.
as he
My
It's not what
bug
you
suit's
want.
slashes
starting
across
to-
you. What's your total? How are you doing? What's your current?
I have 8 points left on my bug suit.
So the bug parts are like fraying off of you, and you guys can see like slightly matted white and green and blue fur like poking out from the like broken parts of this bug suit. But Jabby, it is your turn.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast the spell. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Do
try
it.
it.
Hey, welcome, Fern Runner. Thanks so much for that follow.
Thank you.
Roll that. For a total of it's a dirty 20.
That 20, super dirty.
So
What are you
dirty.
doing? I'm so sorry.
I'm attempting to cast inject nanobots.
Ooh,
Let me do a quick, just for myself.
it's my favorite.
Look up that spell.
That's
Yeah.
the one that I lost, I think.
Oh, no?
You have
in the
this
last
one?
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
you
the
had
one that
it.
you killed Leah's mom with, right?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Hi.
in RP we did off screen, and for this I suffer. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you made the
Yes.
choices, Anne.
Yeah, you're right.
You made the
It
choices. Is tabbing
does
still cool?
48
Asking
damage
for a
if it hit.
friend. No, says Shaitan. Under the bus with me. Under the bus with me. For those of you in the dark, I
It's
dabbed.
shady down there.
I did a dab.
Oof.
All right, you
dabbed.
concentrate
Oh,
key
man.
particles in your blood into tiny biological nanobots that you can inject into a foe with a touch, disrupting and damaging its natural processes.
There's also no attack of opportunity proccing it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, do it. Inject. Inject.
Roll
yeah,
your
so
damage.
that's all right. And you're also confused for 5 turns. Unless you roll the fortitude saves.
I mean, having bugs inside
made
of
the
you would
fortitude
be
save.
confusing.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
All right.
How did you get there? Who is she? I thought
Who
we had
is
something,
she?
Brenda.
That's 18 points of damage.
Okay. So, let me see.
And then I'd like to run away.
And then, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, sir, I'd like to run.
So you like reach forward with like an exposed hand that you have and grab this thing on the leg, and osmosis through hair and flesh begins to happen as your blood flows into this werewolf, who just starts to scream. Just this gut-wrenching, terrible howl. And you see that, like, in parts, the blood from the pieces of this werewolf that have opened up to reveal its, like, massive amounts of cyberware, the blood starts to run black, and when it hits the ground, it, like, steams and evaporates in a matter of seconds.
Ooh. Sorry.
Mm.
I want a vial of it.
It succeeded on its fortitude save. You're getting away?
Yeah,
Get away.
and that will. Thank you.
Get away,
I wanna,
bitch.
like,
Gotta
be
get
over here.
away, bitch. Gotta get
It rolled a natural 1.
Yes,
Yes.
because it's got the ghost in its blood.
It's because he got ghosts in his blood.
Amazing.
So you rush away, and around the corner, the like last bits of your bug suit just like kind of hanging off of you. Kia, it
Yeah.
is your turn. This thing like
Kia.
sticking into your bug suit, and you like pulled over here, maybe like dangling off your feet as he holds you up.
Yeah, that's rude. I'm going to shoot him with my bones.
Hell yeah.
Because I like
Hell
doing that,
yeah.
apparently. Oh,
Shoot it with
okay.
my
That's a
bones.
dirty 20.
Hit.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Down the.
That hit.
Dirty.
That's good. Did it do good?
It hit.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh, wow. How fortunate.
That's
Wow.
a thick die. Damn.
That is a 13.
13
damage.
damage. All right.
And then can I move?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Sure, yeah.
Wait, no, that wall is scary. I forgot. She does that. She runs and then goes. Ah! It's here.
It's like muffled inside of the bug suit.
No one wants to be by the wall.
No
They
one
just
wants
don't.
to be near the wall. You just don't want to be with
You
the
try
wall.
and turn around and grab the wall, but the wall grabs you.
Oh man.
Oh God, yeah,
In
absolutely.
Elo Catch's world, wall grabs you.
Ooh. Ooh, spooky. All right. So at this moment, another signal pulse goes out from the werewolf.
Mm-mm.
And what am
Do
I
it,
gonna
though.
do to you?
Oh boy, oh boy.
Hopefully something nice.
Yeah, right?
It rains flowers.
How did he get away from me? Can I hurt him now?
Who got away from you?
Wasn't he next to me before?
No.
Am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
was
was-
imagining that.
It's okay.
Oh, it
Um,
was you. It was you. So the whole time.
I need everyone to make a will save.
Ooh.
Listen.
Oh, buddy.
All right.
24.
Will saving throw.
Come
Okay, just flex about it a little bit harder. Why don't you?
on. 19.
That's a 12.
Ooh.
15.
Ooh. So close, Caster.
What?
There's. I've never seen Parker so scared.
Will is my worst saving throw.
It's just not good.
Let me take a note of that real
It's
quick.
my best.
Thank you for those parting bits, D-Stack. Have a great night.
Be well,
Thank
D-Stack. Thank you so
you.
much.
We'll
Have a
take
great
them to
evening.
the grave with us as
We
well.
really
We
will.
will.
I'm sending
Goodbye.
them in back to the mud with these four.
Oh boy.
There's this pulse, this like deep rumbling pulse that it's not on the same level as the rest of your bodies are, right? It's somewhere else, and it's like underneath all of you. And you can tell that it emanates from this black spire at the north side of the room. And as it ripples out over you, some of you are able to like keep it out of your brains, and some of
Okay.
you are not. And the ones of you that are not hear this sound of drums and flutes. I guess that's like a terrestrial understanding of what they might be. But the thing that terrifies you is that it feels like those sounds were always there. You just started to notice them for 1 second.
I hate it.
I need both of you who have failed to take an even 20 points of psychic damage, and both of you that succeeded to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Right,
This
right.
cuts through stamina and bug parts and into your hit points.
Oh,
That was
no.
unnecessary.
Oh,
That
no.
is. I'm sorry. How much was it?
20 for you, Jab.
So it's just so it skips past those and it's right to
Everything
them.
and right in your
Okay,
hit
I
points.
have 2 HP. Yes, we made it.
Why are you always
I
killing?
swear. So help me.
Always kill stats.
So help me.
It's happening 2 streams and off stream.
There's another one to tell you about after the show.
Yeah, there is one.
no.
It happened
There's yet
last
another.
week.
Oh my god, you killed him again?
Yes.
Oh god.
In our Strahd game, yeah.
I can't believe I keep doing this.
If I go down, I better be able to pick whatever I want for my next character. I swear.
I'm being a jellyfish with a heart and a brain who's also a scarecrow, okay?
Dragon
You
accountant.
can't stop me. Does it have anything to do with anything that's going on? No. Do I
No.
care? Table flip.
Table
Right.
flip. All right. All right. I believe it's Caster's turn.
Great.
Cool.
Gosh.
Gosh, my gosh.
I'm trying to think what's better, like flamethrower or just shoot from a distance. I'm gonna shoot from a distance because I don't trust this guy. I'm getting there in the HP right now.
Oh no.
So
How many?
Oh, wow.
How many?
Yeah.
14, but like not as bad as 2.
Yeah. How many bug hit points do you have?
That is a good question. How much bug hit points do I have?
70, I think.
You had 70 to start, so if you've been hit since then, subtract it from that.
I have not, so great.
You're right. I haven't managed to get to Parker yet.
So they all have 70, or was it just mine that has 58?
Mine
had 70.
Okay.
I think you all had 70.
Cool, great. So I'm just gonna
Just bump up
that
those
that
points a little bit. That sounds
so
like I'm
28.
picking on you. It just keeps getting worse.
It's
So
fine. I think it's cool. That's great.
So
That
when we
didn't
get
sound
hurt,
sincere at all, but okay.
when we get
I
hurt,
was raised
it
to be
hits-
funny, not sincere.
First of all, the line is charming. Second of all,
But I'm funny. I'm not charming.
you were charming.
charming.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
Wait, I have
Back
a
on track.
question.
Yes.
Yes.
When we get hurt, it hits our bug parts, then stamina, and then HP.
Mhm.
Normally.
Yeah.
Normally.
Unless I come
But this
for
went
you.
and got our
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got all the way
Okay.
and it got in
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
hmm
Cool. So now I am going to use my
This is
lethal and shoot it with overcharge.
Go for it.
Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ooh, that's. Roll it? Yeah, roll it.
No, what did you say? We missed it.
I'm sorry. I rolled a 22.
You done a hit.
Yeah. I thought this.
Bleh.
Rude.
Almost spat out
That's
my
what
water.
people love in their podcasts. Is just everyone.
Everyone with there's been a lot of it
dry-heaving
tonight too.
directly
All
into
right.
the
We're pulling this back. Let's hear Parker's roll.
That is 12 fire damage.
Nice. Heck yeah. Oh, this guy is starting to not look so Gucci.
Starting. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
starting. And not everything can be easy. She's gonna kill me. There it is. I just earned it. All right. Great. That is that. Oh my god. Oh no, I actually hit it. I kid. Actually, I have a group of level 13 players right now who I think they think that they should level up every encounter.
No.
And I'm like, that's not how XP works, bruh.
Yeah.
Not.
Is it my turn to attempt to slay you?
It is, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think let me just check the range on my supernova. Okay, all creatures within 10 feet.
Mhm.
So I would need to move
Yeah. A little closer.
You're saying a lot of things, but instead I'm going to just move over here.
Oh.
And then I'm going to supernova. Please roll
Ooh.
a reflex save versus 17.
That's a strong save.
Let me do a quick check.
Quick check.
Because I think
A
he
reflex save.
just failed. Like, just failed.
Yes. Oh,
But I'm
man.
not sure. Yep. Just heckin' failed.
Nice.
All right, cool. So I'm going to do 8d6 damage to you.
Woo!
That's what I'm going to do today in my life.
Nice.
What did you do today? No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
God.
I slept in.
Don't antagonize him.
I know, I'm sorry. Let's see. 6 plus 6 is 12, 15,
Math,
10,
math, math, math,
um,
math, math,
14, 19,
math.
uh, 29, 32. 32 damage on the supernova.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So basically she's landed right in her hero pose and she sees him going in on Jabby and she begins to just watch him and watch this perversion of lupine splendor as it works on her friends and begins to tear into their minds. And she flinches as that psychic damage comes in and from inside of the bug you just hear as her eyes begin to glow that fiery, radiant glow that you're within the giant bug eyes that they normally are. And she takes her sword and just drives it directly into the marble floor, the metal floor. I don't know, whatever this is. You said obelisk, so I thought it
It's
was very
marble now.
stone.
Yeah, it's marble
It's
now.
marble, yeah.
Mm.
I like the kind of like mixture of like sci fantasy we got going on. But yeah, so she drives her sword in and radiant flame explodes outwards, but there's no one else for it to hit. So it just coronas and whips past him and through him and chars him.
Does it, Nene?
I'll kill you.
Oh my goodness.
Don't you take this from me.
Max, that is a lot of damage. Max Photoshop, that is absolutely a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
And he like looks at you as you make that sound and recognizes something about you, and like covers himself, whipping actually like out of his elbow expands this like shield of metal, and he like covers himself up as it like rushes across him.
Did it not do anything?
No, it's doing damage. I can't
Okay,
have
you're just-
every
okay, I
single
just
one
wanna
of
make
your
sure.
hits do like full effect, or they'd be like, I gore him. Well, if that's the end of that guy. His guts are on the
I
floor.
know, I gore, but I did gore him though.
But what
I did
if?
do that though.
But could
what
you
if-
imagine briefly?
What if it was for goring? Okay.
The interesting thing about Starfinder is that the difference between stamina points and hit points, technically all of like in storytelling world, like all of the stamina points hit are supposed to like miss but like wear you down, and then hit points actually start dealing real damage to you as you wear down and tire out, right? And as he stands up, this like shield like folds back up into itself, and he turns to face you, and his jaw drops and unhinges,
Oh no!
and the entirety of it shoots out towards you.
I said perversion of lupine splendor.
You
and I
meant
was
it.
right.
Not the pinnacle, because I think this is the pinnacle of lupine.
Of lupine
No.
splendor. We have hit the
I'm
apex.
the first claw, god damn it.
God.
I'm the first claw.
I'm the first claw, god damn it.
God damn it, I'm the fucking wolf in
I'm
this
the-
party.
There's only room in this control room for the
For
one of
me.
us.
Oh man.
That's 33 points of damage.
Okay,
Go off, I guess.
sure.
As his
Sorry,
jaw
you said
like
33?
rips forward and tears into your armor, into your bug parts, and like begins to try to tear it off as he like pulls himself bit by bit closer, slashing forward at you with his arms, and you're like ducking and dodging out of the way while trying to dislodge this thing from your chest. I'm glad you thought that was creepy, Murder. I was super pleased.
I didn't
with that.
like it.
Imagine getting
didn't
knocked
like
out
it
by
at
a
all.
jaw. That's such reverse. That's such a reverse.
Yeah.
The jaw comes for
Yeah.
you. In Elo
Yeah.
catches
The
in
ball
Elo catches
eats
planet, the
you.
jaw knocks you out.
Oh no.
Mama said knock you out.
I'm saying not
Jabby.
that. Okay, so trying to fight the swarm mind of danger, 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 and then kind of giving into it, rushing towards where that pain came from. So just taking all my movement, like combining, just rushing right up to that obelisk.
Go.
Okay.
Go. Get there.
Yeah.
Get there.
Oh,
Love
sorry.
that.
I have the wrong tool. Oh god, I have the wrong tool open.
Roll
Get into
20
the
wants you to
obelisk.
have the right tool. There
It
we
does
go.
want you to have the right tool. And could I try hacking into the obelisk?
You used your movement and
The next
command.
turn?
Yeah, next turn.
Next turn?
Next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. The obelisk itself has one large main control unit in front of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd use that. Next up.
Kia.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna force disc this man's. So he
Frisbee! Why do you end up playing college characters constantly?
do I? Wait, do I?
A couple, yeah, you kind of specialize in the frat mentality, which is so funny.
It's not enough. Well, she was in an academic frat. It's different. It's different. Okay.
Throw your ultimate frisbee and let's
There's
be done
worse
with it.
hazing. Okay. So this is it's EAC. I'm gonna do a ranged attack.
Go
and
for it.
that is unfortunate, my dudes. This is an 8. It's not gonna hit.
That is indeed a miss. So as your force, you like do a wicked underhanded whip, and you're like, he won't see this coming, and he like ducks out of the way of it with great ease. And you're awed and inspired, and you wonder if Nationals would have gone differently with him on your team.
Oh no.
I don't want to think about it. I
Nationals.
don't. It was really dark time at the Castrovellian Marriott.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Good lord.
In that case, I'm a move. I'm guessing
Yeah,
these
move.
are stairs, the croissants.
Mm-hmm. The croissants. Well put. I did my best.
You know what I'm saying, though,
I
right?
did my
The
damnedest.
croissants.
I know they're good stairs. I like
So
them a lot. They
good.
look nice.
And
So I'm gonna
appetizing
move as
croissants.
far up as I can. I'm not wearing my glasses. This was a mistake.
What's your move? What's your distance?
30. Oh, there we
you
go.
go, baby.
Thanks, Dad. Okay,
Thanks, Dad.
and I'm done.
Fantastic.
couple levels.
Yeah, I love that you landed there. The stairs flatten out into like a ramp. I need you to roll a
What
reflex
is?
save.
I
Classic.
hate this place.
Our new friend in chat says her accent is like she got a 20 in real life.
Oh no. I love it.
Yeah. Listen. It's 18.
Great, you're fine. You scramble to the top, just barely out of the way of the terrible stairs that want to hurt you.
Why?
I don't like that
Because I
sentence.
I've been
said
good all my
so.
life, except for that one time.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh God, what am I gonna do, Caster?
Great. Can I go up like right over here, still being 20 feet up in the air, and
Yeah,
do my
absolutely.
my fire weapon? Heck yeah! All right, it's a DC 15 deck save.
All right, I'm making that reflex. That's a success.
Great. All right, I'll roll for damage.
Roll for that
then.
half, yeah.
I love when there's a success and yet you can still do half damage.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it makes me happy inside.
It's nifty.
Tis indeed.
I need it.
Wow, I rolled 3 1s in that.
Oh, BB.
So
It was total 13, so I'm guessing that's 6 fire damage total.
yeah, that is 6 fire damage total. Oh,
Nice.
bummer. So at your fire like rushes down at him, and he reaches up, and his shield spreads out above him, and it splashes off of him with great ease. I don't like you flying.
I know you don't.
I really am not a big fan of it. So
This-
let's take care of it. Let's do away with that
Oh.
neat little trick I gave you a session ago.
no.
I was like, you're not even gonna let him enjoy it? You gave him a treat.
He take
There are
it.
no
Not
treats.
for this round,
away.
at least.
Give it.
Only suffering, no treats.
So the walls on the side fire these like boluses that shoot out straight at you, Parker. I need you to roll a reflex save.
Great. Reflex save. I can do that.
You can do it. You
What
can
is
do
a
it.
bolus?
Like the thing you string with some rocks, usually weighted, that you spin through the air and throw, and it trips
Oh.
up their feet
That's
or wings.
cool. I've
Yeah.
learned a thing.
That
Used a
is
lot in Australia.
sorry. That is a 14.
That's not quite enough. They
I know.
wrap up your wings and you plummet down to the ground. Amaruk!
All right. I am going to hurt this thing. I'm going to try. Okay. I will step on up to the gun show. Yeah, I'm gonna make this decision. I might regret it later, but those are the best ones. So I'm going to close distance and go ha, and then I'm going to roll to heat and 26.
That's a hit.
Okay. I'm gonna do 3d8 5.
Oof. How did you do that much
3d8
damage?
plus 5.
I'm so locked
Nice. I just rolled almost maximum. Okay.
in. Ooh!
25 damage.
25
Oh?
damage.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah,
so
he's not doing
so
well.
he activates those bolos, and I just go in for I try to like slash across the back with my sword arm.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, good. You like tear into his
Yeah.
flesh, ripping him apart. Blood begins to flow out the back of him. And you
Yeah.
can see like bits and pieces of this like stainless steel titanium
Mhm,
bone.
mhm.
Yes, stop talking, please.
Ugh.
No, I was enjoying it. The carnage, what
The
I have
death,
wrought.
the destruction. All right, that's the end of your turn?
I suppose so. I don't think there's anything else. I'm just recharging up my my solar attunement. That's it.
Okay. So he's still got his jaw clenched into you, right? And
Oh no!
right, so
I
you're
didn't
gonna
realize that.
yeah, you're gonna
Well,
take.
it's not like I could have done anything about it, anyways.
You
Right.
could have removed it. From
Yeah,
the,
but not as a part of like if I had attacked him, right?
yeah.
Yeah, which I did.
So you're gonna take 11 points of damage as that continues to clench down on top of you. In addition, one
And
of his
that's-
blades is gonna swing down at you. What's your armor class again?
18.
18. That is indeed a hit. Oh, he's only going to do 18 points of damage to you.
Cool.
As
That's
the
my
blade...
bug suit.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
no.
it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
Bug is gone.
Bug
is
be
gone.
gone! Fucking
Oh,
raid up in this
God.
BZ.
Yeah. I wouldn't have made it either way. Like even if I had taken the thing off, if he had hit me, I had 17 hit points on it. So,
Oh.
yeah.
So he wrenches across, just tearing it up, and the thing comes, like, your bug suit falls to pieces around
Yeah.
you, and you, like, push the last piece off
Yeah.
and look him in the eye, and you notice that cameras begin to...
No, we turned the cameras off.
You turned the cameras off?
Yeah, last time.
Well, I
That's,
wanted
like,
to
all the
punish you
surveillance
guys
stuff.
for this, but
I
guess
know,
can't.
but we
That's
thought
why-
ahead to this
That's why
very moment.
Specifically, I was like, turn off the cameras.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Haha.
fine. I'll just hit Parker instead then. What's your armor class, Parker?
My armor class
Is this his second attack?
Mhm.
So I still take that damage.
Yes.
Okay, great.
EAC or KAC.
Okay, I see.
That is 19.
19. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that is 22 points of damage.
Ooh, bug suit damage?
Yeah. I mean,
Great.
yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just bug suit
Oh,
damage.
gosh.
Crunch.
I don't know what's going on with you.
I don't know your life.
He like stabs out in both directions, tearing into the two of you. And not Anne.
Amaruk.
Who's Anne?
Amaru.
Amaruk's suit falls apart and slashes up against you, and then looks at you Amaruk, and there's like a moment of recognition that flashes across his face.
The wolf does?
Yeah. Jabby.
Oof.
Boo?
What?
Well, it does feel like you're lashing out a bit because we made a good decision before. But I would love to try hacking into this system using the console.
Bug's life. Go for it. Yeah.
Great.
Oh
Great.
God.
By the power of justice. That's gonna be that's only a 14, so no.
Oh,
I
snap.
rolled a 2.
Yeah, so you like jack into this computer, right? Um and you find yourself like in the space that we described before, this very sterile kind of woodland, right?
Mhm.
And at the center of it is this massive tree.
Mhm.
And you begin to like make your way towards the tree as quickly as you can and like try to find your way in the root system. But as you do, these bugs begin to emerge out of the woodwork, and it looks like all of the tree is actually secretly somehow infested with these bugs. And in this cyberspace, they all leap on top of you. You are going to take 16 points of damage to your stamina, right? Because now we're
Cool.
yeah, as the feedback begins to rush into your brain, it starts to like try to cook your very computer and your brain. Kia.
Ah,
Ooh.
okay. So I want to go just assist Jabby,
Right.
and keep an eye out. So I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna give you some armor, Jabby, some reflecting armor.
Ooh.
So you have this for 50
Nice.
minutes, and it reflects damage that you take back on the attacker. And
Yes.
I
as soon
love
as
that.
you take that damage, it'll like crackle and leave you. But
We love that.
Yes.
Sweet. All right,
cool.
that your turn?
So you have that now.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna just like come over here and just like
Just Street Fighter pose.
just like yeah, just Street Fighter sway, fists out, all four of them ready to punch.
Oh boy.
All
yeah.
right. Cat. Yeah, Caster.
Yeah. All right. Caster's gonna get up off the ground,
Get up off that dance floor.
bare his big old bug teeth, and take a chomp out of that wire wolf.
Go for it.
Take a bite out of crime.
Take a bite out of crime. All right, cool. 16.
16. That's a miss. I'm sorry.
Oh, dang it. I tried.
You did. You launch forward and he like gets out of the way deftly, pushing your face down and out of the way. Oh, I want to do something. I think I think it's just your turn, Amaruk.
Okay. Cool, Miles. Okay, great. So this is my third turn. So I'm fully charged. But he is right there. So instead of that, what else could I do? I could go down my list of plasma things. I'm going to make a plasma sheath. Oh no, I'll just do a full action. No, I'll use my plasma sheath and add half my level of the fire damage. That's what I'll do. Okay, great. Here we go. Ah! Oh no! Okay, 12.
That's a miss. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. It just is what it is.
We got this.
Welcome. Welcome.
All right, there that is. It is this guy's turn. He like defends against Caster, right? Blocks your attack, shunts it out of the way, and begins to dash around. Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Rushing up the stairs.
Oh no, back for more, big boy.
and slings out and fires one of his blades out at you, Kia. What's your kinetic
That's not
armor
nice.
class?
16.
That's a hit. This is gonna suck.
No.
This is gonna suck.
No.
Oh, I wanted to keep my bug suit. This is the worst.
I know.
Oh no.
That's 9.
I was very happy about my bug suit,
That's
but
No.
37,
No.
47 points of damage.
She's hanging on.
She's hanging on. Still got some bug.
Wow.
Still got some
She
bug.
out-
I got
she
9.
out there.
Jabby, you're up.
I'm gonna try hack into this system again.
Great. Beautiful. It knows that you're here now.
Great. Not happy
Cool.
about that.
Hashtag Shadowrun. Hashtag Black Ice.
Okay.
Blythe.
Still not rolling great. That's a 17 now.
Yeah, no, not at all. You like back off from there and desperately try to make the climb up the tree into these like leaves that you know are like filled with weak and vulnerable data. But you attempt another climb and you run into this snake that swallows you whole. I need you to make a will save.
Oh dear.
Jabby is playing a
okay.
technomancer, which is like a technological magic
Yeah.
caster.
You use
Sure.
technology and hacking as magical.
Yeah, it's the wizard
means.
of this
Yeah.
system. Yeah, go for it,
It's a
Jebby.
dirty 20.
That is a
Dirty
dirty
nice.
20. Nice, beautiful. So you feel this thing trying to like back hack and get inside of your system, but you're able to like push your way back out and jack out quickly.
Ooh,
Okay.
You are sickened, however.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
good.
That is
That's
Kia's
fun.
turn.
Great. I'm going to force blast that guy off his stairs. I don't like him there. It makes me upset. Basically, you just need a reflex save for this.
All right. DC 16.
16.
He makes
yes,
it.
please. No, I hate him.
Does he
Oh,
take any
I
damage?
hate him. This is bad.
And he does. He does get half damage, which I
Go
think
for
is
it.
good.
Roll for it.
That's nice. It's nice of them. Oh, it's not going to be great. No, it's 2. So fuck off for 2.
Fuck off for 2. Words to live by. Caster.
Fuck off for 2.
Yes. Great. All right. Awesome. Well, I am going to aim my laser rifle at him again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
And I'm gonna try to blast him with overcharge.
Blast!
Ooh. That
Wait, what'd you say, Parker?
29.
Oh, snap. Yeah, that's a hit.
That'll do it.
Seven damage.
7 damage. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. He is still up, but rushing forward. Next up is indeed Amaruk.
Okay. Great. So here's my concern. Everything.
Yep.
How hard is it for me to walk up those stairs behind him?
The stairs? What do you
Yeah.
mean hard?
Like in D&D it would be difficult terrain, but like
Oh, stairs are difficult terrain in D&D?
are they? Am I
No,
making
you
that
did
up?
the shoop, the slide thing.
That was
Slidey stairs.
on this one.
Okay.
It doesn't activate.
Okay,
both.
so I can
see.
get here. Okay, so I'm going to
Roll a reflex save.
Da-da-da-da-da. Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because I told you to.
Okay. All right. I will then. I'm just curious.
I just want to know.
I believe altogether, let's see, reflex is +4. So 20.
Nice. The stairs, as you're like running up them, begin to flatten out into a ramp like they did
Yeah.
below you, but you're barely able to make your way up.
I
and right back
extend
to
my
him.
toe claw
yes
into it and like grab on, and I'm like, not today. Okay, I get here. Let me ask you a question
Mhm.
about the jaw. The jaw was in the suit, and the
Yeah,
suit is off
he
of
released it from you.
me. Okay, great.
Sorry.
Supernova number 2.
Oh God.
Electric boogaloo.
Roll a reflex saving
And
and 17.
He makes this one.
Okay, cool. So half the damage. So we're gonna roll.
Oh, this is close.
4.
Save me.
I'm trying. Okay, 12.
I believe in you.
17, 21. Okay. Then we have
Math.
31.
Oh,
36, 37, 38.
Math.
So 38 divided by 2 is 19.
19.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so close. Oh, it's so close.
So I basically grip onto the stairs, and with the difficulty of hanging on to the terrain,
Yeah.
my corona kind of swings a little bit wide or a little bit too close or far away from him, and just like grazes his back and just lights it on
Oof.
fire.
Oof, and he stumbles forward, rushing up ahead as the rest of the stairs turn into a ramp, continuing up
Oh.
and like heading towards this like large
No!
glass panel on the far end. And as he does,
Stop
he
him!
flings a shot back at you, Jabby. What's your armor class?
Reflecting
Jabby?
armor. Reflecting armor.
It's true.
Yes. What
So
was your
you're not
armor
going to
class?
take this damage.
kinetic is 18.
18. He does hit. What is this about not taking the damage?
He
Reflective
has
armor.
reflecting armor on him, so whatever damage he is dealt gets dealt back to this dude.
He hates it. Miles hates it.
Is there like no limits on that?
He has it for 50 minutes. It reflects the damage that he takes back on the attacker. Dismiss the spell as a reaction, reflex save for half damage.
Shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kia.
You are welcome.
This was
It's-
a
you are
lot of
so
damage.
welcome.
He's flinging his other weapon at you.
Hmm?
Oh, wow. He is going to take, oh God, 29 damage if he can't make this save.
And
He fails the save.
Yeah!
does he kill himself? Is this a how do you want to do this?
So he flings the blade back at you, and you're like jacked in. You like come out of it. You like throw up a little bit in your mouth, like swallow it down. Turn to Keo. You're like, I'm okay. And then this thing like comes towards you from behind, and Keo's like, wait. And you're like, what? And then it hits the back of your head, and just like rests there for a second, like caught in the middle of air, before it reverses direction. And this guy who is turned away and is like about to bust through the glass, flying out into the open space elevator, which will take him up, it goes through the back of his head, clean through and into the space elevator, flying upwards and out. And he just collapses, falling out. And then you see his limp body floating up, spinning up and away.
I run
See ya.
over and I'm frantically looking down as he falls. As like again, I'm like this pure white, like lupine humanoid, just covered with the black like streaks, and just covered in this blood, from and gore from this fight. And she goes, "He knew me. I don't know what he knew, but he knew me."
No, he didn't. He was just being stupid.
Well, chances are he probably recognized you because you're kind of famous.
Yeah, you're kind of a big deal.
Also, thank you for
It's nice
saving
to
my
hear. It's nice to hear someone else say it. No.
Casper, I need some help with this. I would love to just take a walk around the room, honestly. It's a tough computer. Can I help? Just from a distance, I guess.
Sure, I can do that. Can someone get these bowlers off me? Like,
Yeah, come here, come here, come here. Now stop moving.
All
Stop
right.
wriggling.
We will take a brief break right there. Thank you all so much. This is a blast.
So much fun. Always great. All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, right?
All right.
Yeah,
See you then.
cool. So stick around. We'll be back.
Don't go anywhere. tell your friends. For real.
Tell your
Yeah,
friends.
Tell your
Join
friends.
us.
Tell your
Tell
coworkers.
us.
Tell your enemies. Tell that
Tell
guy.
people. Just tell some. Please tell someone.
Post on Reddit.
Hey, neighbor, watch this show.
Mwah, see you guys in a flash. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Following our crazy combat, I isn't one of the best moments in any RPG when the player totally outwits a DM.
Yes, it is. Yes, Miles, it is.
No, it's the most fun.
It makes the player feel real nice.
I'm not.
It makes the player
questioning
feel
that.
like I should have. I'm glad that I had this spell that I've used maybe once before, and I'm glad it's here.
Have and not need.
Well,
Yes.
I also think and we can talk about this more during our tabletop out after the game, but like a lot of stuff that we planned and executed actually helped, like the cameras and all of that.
Mhm.
So I feel
Yeah, y'all have done good. All right.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the corpse of the werewolf floats up in the gravity elevator, heading off towards some place far, far above you. And what's left around you is this oddly humming supercomputer, right? This like this substance pours back and forth through the tubes, and Jabby has had some experience with the inside of it. Actions, questions, concerns.
I'm gonna help Jabby hack that thing. I think. Then I go.
I would rather help you because my attempts have not gone well before. I also may be dying, so that's
Oh, come here,
not
sweetie.
great. He just-
I'll cast Mystic Cure on my dear friend,
Go for it.
which will give you some stuff, and
Yeah.
it's
the
nice.
Mystic Curin.
Yeah.
It's curing.
Oh, I
it's
can
a
only
little
cast it at
mystical.
first level, so this is not.
I will take
good,
anything.
But
after that.
it
Jabby doesn't have many
is-
hit points.
Oh boy.
You get 7 plus.
Hey,
You
thank
get
you,
11
so much.
HP.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
You.
Thank
You
you
get
for that
11 HP.
donation.
Where'd we get a donation
sorry.
from? Tell us more.
We got a donation from Jacob Highland. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
It's
Thank you.
Where are we now in our goal?
We are at 40 of 100, so almost 50% of the way there.
Holy
Yeah.
snap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Way to go.
Thank you, Jacob. Really appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you, Not
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Helena. Do you want to
No, you
say what
good.
you said again?
Well, you get 11 HP.
Great.
Thank you very much. I'm already feeling better.
I'm so glad.
Actions.
Yeah. I would love to roll a computer's check to assist Caster because I don't want to take it myself.
Mm.
Oh, so now that's a good one. 31 again.
Oh no.
Great. You successfully
You're really
assist.
gonna help.
great, and I just rolled a 22.
22. So you jack into this thing, right? And you see this massive tree heading above you. And as you begin to approach it, you look out for the bugs and the snake that Jabby's told you about. But you find that there is no perceptible way to climb it. So you start to try to find your way through this maze of roots, right? And eventually you find these like holes inside of it that lead down and deeper in, but it doesn't seem to be taking you in the direction that you want to go. And eventually you find yourself just lost in a maze. Your consciousness disappeared into this insane, scrambled madness of roots and dirt and earth, having to regularly avoid bugs and other creatures that are like crawling around, clearly guarding this area. It looks like data is exchanged through these root systems, but it's not entirely clear where it's going or what it's exactly about. And you cannot, for the life of you, find any of the reserves that you want to delete.
Huh. Well, that's a bummer. I'll say.
We can
Um,
delete it?
It doesn't seem so. Do we go plan B?
Do we
Anybody?
blow it up? Do we blow it up?
I think that's
Hmm.
even if we do, they'll just
That's not how the internet works.
I don't know.
Jabby,
I,
with your
I could tell you
with all of
everything
our
about the Peripera.
all of our tests earlier, there's no internet here.
There's no internet here,
Right.
so it is
If there was
Wonderful.
internet, this place could be hacked by anyone from anywhere.
yeah.
good.
Right.
Good.
So if we destroy the computer, does that mean that it's gone?
Well, right now it looks like it's not connected to anything, so you might actually be right.
It's not in the cloud. There's no cloud.
No, they haven't set that up yet. Which we should set up, by the way, when we get home. But that's just
No,
added to
it's
the
scary.
when we
Caster
get.
shock grenade and just like plan B. Anybody?
Well, just to be sure, was there anything else we had to do here?
Well,
We
we were
had
gonna
to
blow up the bridge.
Yeah.
destroy the
Is the bridge.
bioweapon, destroy the central computer, and purge all their data that exists. Destroy
So
the station. as
Can
well.
we, instead of, blowing this up right now, can't we leave it and then trigger it remotely? Is there a way to do that?
Do you have a remote detonator?
I've got a detonator.
Nice.
All right. Can I use an engineering check to like fashion the shock weapon into like a detonation device on it?
Shock weapon?
The shock grenade.
Shock grenade. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Gotcha.
And maybe it'll short circuit the whole thing, but I don't know.
Hook some
I'm a wolf.
wire here and a wire here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm just a wolf.
I'm a wolf.
Oh man. Do we
Caster's
know?
doing the. Oh,
No.
sorry.
I was just wondering, is there anything we could do that would shut down the elevator, if that, or would this shut down everything in this room and station? Do we know?
I'm sorry.
Well, we still have to get up to the
Bridge.
bridge, which, and she looks up in the direction of the gravity elevator, and she's like, is still up from here, and they may know that something has gone wrong if
Right.
they look out the window
That's a good
anytime in
point.
the last 5 minutes.
Floating werewolf.
Yeah, that I think some people might call out of work after seeing that. I would.
Yeah.
All right. How's your mechanics check, Parker?
It was a 28.
Absolutely.
close.
Great.
Not a 30.
Don't you dare!
I worked hard on that roll.
Dude.
Fantastic. So you absolutely fashioned this into an explosive. Where are you putting it? What's the plan here?
I'm going to put it. Can I put it like inside? Like, can I put it like right next to like the motherboard or something like that, or somewhere like in the circuitry?
Yes.
Cool. I like that.
Yes. Great.
I don't want to like duck.
I don't like that face that Miles is making.
So you start to you pop open one of the panels on this computer, right? And you start to peek and rummage around inside, and inside you find that all of the wires are connected into this obelisk, and there's it looks like there's an array of lasers under here. They're very delicately aligned that all point up into various different pieces of this obelisk. And you nuzzle the charge underneath all this delicate equipment and close the casing on top of it, and it should be ready to go.
Should be.
Well, are you all set? Because if you're done, we should probably get going.
Yeah, I think we should move with alacrity. I think.
Great. And as we're getting ready to go, I cast holographic image on Amaruk to make her look like her bug suit.
Thank you. I was just gonna be like, hey, does anybody have a not?
Anybody
Not
got a
so
how to
bad
disguise?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course. yeah.
Fantastic.
I make it look a little battle damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Actions, questions, concerns. What are we doing?
Going up.
What was that, Parker?
Going up to the bridge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bridge. Talk to me about the bridge.
That's the highest point of the tower. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the.
Someone.
We were told to blow it up.
Yes.
Right.
Objective.
Yeah, it was like you told us to go there. I don't know what you want us to tell you about it, but
Right.
I've been there in the DMC.
Just trying to give you guys agency and give you guys a clear your ability to plan is different
So-
than mine, right?
Right.
So there's a bridge that this whole thing is suspended off of from the mainland of the island, right?
Oh,
and
so
we built
that's
that
the
up.
bridge,
Got
not
it.
like a battle bridge, like the
I
bridge
was
of a
also
ship.
thinking that.
I mean,
Now this makes a lot more sense.
Fair.
Maybe. What if, though? Let's talk about
No.
Miles, choose one.
No.
I'm happy with the other thing. I just need to know what it is.
it. Well, what do you guys
Choose
want to
you.
do? What do you guys want to do?
I
well,
wanna blow up like an outside bridge. That seems
Agreed.
fun.
Yeah.
Outside bridge.
Because so far we've destroyed the bioweapon, which was in those tanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't count the lab.
We're
Central
going to
computer,
destroy the
we
computer.
have this
Now,
setup.
here's the deal.
Mhm.
Right?
What's the deal?
If we, being us,
Mhm.
destroy, I know we just set up like a let's get this going later, but we could actually start backing out of the room and then explode it now if it's an outside bridge. I was picturing it being like the command bridge, but it doesn't make
Right.
sense if this is control that it is that. So I don't know why I thought that, but I was picturing it being above us. So why would we start blowing up things below us, right? But if we're
Mm.
actually going out onto
For
this
fun.
other outside bridge, right, then we can actually destroy this computer now, and maybe should as we go away from it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so we know it's dead.
So
So-
looking at the map that we got last time to the hacking, where is the bridge from where we are?
Let's go back. Let's
Yeah.
go back in time.
Let's go back.
There it is. It's so
Okay.
pretty.
There
I remember it well.
is. Um,
It looks like a bunny,
Right,
but
right.
scary.
bridge.
God.
Okay.
Island
So we're currently above it.
bridge. my art.
We're in
is-
control.
My art is really clear. I understand.
We're here, right? We're
Yeah,
like in there.
We're here.
Okay, so we can use the elevator, get down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys want to get to bridge?
Is there somewhere, looking at the map, is there somewhere that we would be able to get down without having to use the elevator?
You could climb around the outside.
Yeah.
I
We
feel
can
like
do
that's-
that.
Yeah, okay.
Fun. It's adventurous. It's probably fun.
Okay. What's your dexterity?
I just
I
worry.
can change gravity. I don't need dexterity.
Mine is a 1. I don't know about you.
Well, okay. So
I'll spelunk instead.
say again, the bridge is where this line of
Splunk being the sound that you make when you hit the water.
okay.
Oh man.
So okay, so that's the bridge. I see. I
Yes,
see
and
how
we
this is
are-
fed.
Hmm.
So we got to go down a level. Why can't we use the elevator that we came up in?
I was just thinking, we
It's
ran
just
into
not
that
cool.
elevator. I don't want to have a firing squad waiting for us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we would have to route them. Here, Kia, I could maybe carry you, you know?
No, I can try. I can do my
And-
best.
And Castor has wings still, right?
Yeah. If,
That is lit. So catch me if I fall.
I'll always catch you, Julius. Yeah.
Kia,
That's really sweet.
But I'm very serious.
Kia says, "Catch me outside." So you
Get
guys,
outside. How about that?
Hop, hop, hop.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Amazing.
Literally catch us outside.
oh my god, my
Please.
brain is turning into muck.
Hey, same.
Oh no, that's Pokemon.
It's just a 2020 vibe.
It is Pokemon. It's also 2025. All right, so you guys clamber out on through the hole that the werewolf has made in the glass, and indeed around the side of this, there's a lovely little lip that arcs around the side of this thing. And it slides down, gains a little bit more width as it begins to descend. And indeed, it looks like it actually goes all the way down to a series of monolith polishing mobiles. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
vehicles
Window
that-
washing elevators. What are those
Mhm.
called? Someone help me. Help me.
The little
Scaffolds?
sky rig
Scaffolding?
thingy?
Sky rig boys? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
The
call
Riggy
that?
boys.
What are those called?
Riggy boys.
Chat, let us know what
Yeah, let us
I'm trying to
know.
describe.
It's the window washy thing.
The window watching.
They're dumb waiters, really.
Oh, window washer's rig.
A window washer's rig. That's not a mouthful.
A window washer's
So
wig.
Riggy boy,
This
Riggy
is-
boy.
This is
Gosh.
not a thing. Hey, Jill Anderson. Welcome. Thanks for that follow.
Welcome, Jill.
Hello.
We love having a mom
What's
in
the
chat.
thing
we really
that
do.
the window washers use on skyscrapers, Jill?
Yeah, the actual like thing that moves up and down. My mom is very, very smart.
Yeah, Jill's
But
got this.
Do you know what that is called?
Yeah, Jill, what's that called?
Anyway.
We'll
It's
wait.
a washerman 2020.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah.
I'm so tickled by us forgetting the name for this.
I
don't think there
I
is
just
a
wanna-
name.
I want to go outside. I'm gonna cash.
Yeah, Max
outside.
wants us to make a word up. So let's go for it.
A warble fleck.
Werblefleck. I'm into
Yeah,
that.
That's what they are.
Horrible
Totally.
fleck.
A warble
Yeah.
fleck.
So the ledge leads down to Werblefleck, where
Yeah.
a couple of Werblefleck utilizers are washing
So
the
wash
side of the
warbles?
building. Yeah, wash whirls.
Wash warbles.
Wash warbles, yeah. Those dudes.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
dangerous. This
That's-
is Shakespeareanly dangerous. We're taking a
This
risk.
is very bad. This is very bad. Yeah, Jill, it's pulleys are involved. Absolutely.
Police.
Yeah, it's like a dumb waiter.
We
It's a
all
dumb
know what
waiter
we're talking
for
about.
people.
Can
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just jump down and push them off?
Yeah.
Would die.
What? There are people on there?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
I'm really good at it.
Must be nice.
Wouldn't it be
So it'd
nice?
be better if I rolled a
Must
little
be
better. but-
fucking nice.
Okay. Caster's gonna
I'm going
catch me.
to yeah, okay. Well, we'll use that as in a reaction if this doesn't go bad or if this goes badly. 18?
Great. Fantastic. So you like hop down on this ledge and like slide around the side, holding your claws out and like gripping to the side of this thing, keeping
Yeah.
yourself clutch on
Yeah.
and keeping your friction tight. And then you leap and jump onto the oh god, I already forgot the name for it. The warbly
The
dude.
warblefleck
Warblefleck.
Warblefleck.
with the washer warbles.
With the washer warbles, and you yeet these washer warbles off the side, and they
Yeah.
scream as they fall. This poor dwarf just tumbling down into nothingness, and a halfling who screams, "Tell my wife I loved her!" as he goes. And you're a murderer.
Tell us something new. We're
We
colonizers.
just murdered a ton of people. We murder people all the time.
No, that is
Not
fair,
all
that
of
is
them are warbly boys, okay? He was just doing his warbly
the
best.
noblest of professions.
How is he gonna get out of this alive? You tell me.
He's not. He's dead. He's dead now. They're both dead.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So she pushes them and then watches them fall and just like closes her eyes for a second and like turns back towards the others and goes like
Get
come
it,
on over.
man? Are
Yeah,
you
like,
okay?
Just playing the part of the swarm,
right.
right? Just playing the part
I
of the
choose
swarm.
not to think about it.
Yeah,
Dear
she's
God.
just like they fell. They're gone. Oh, Desna, I am your champion still, I promise.
This is the first time this group has been bat murder hobo. I'm a
Wow.
little
Stop.
surprised.
Murder hobo. How else was I supposed to get us into that thing? They were gonna be in the way. They were gonna tell people.
Fair.
Valid point.
Totally fair.
That's
you know
fine,
what?
that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what?
know?
I was not thinking clearly about the situation. You're right.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
100%.
gonna
I take
unpack
that
that.
back. You did make the smart and brutal choice. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for mocking you for it.
Okay. Thank you.
That's an earnest that it
Come on to my warble fleek, bitch.
It's warble fleck.
we're both
I
horrible.
Yes, I
pronounce
will.
it
We've lost the
differently.
fucking plot. I'm bringing us back in.
While,
Get
while,
get on.
While that mental breakdown is happening, I just kind of glance briefly and like, oh, you know what? You'll unpack that later. As I try and get this thing working to send us.
Yeah.
Great.
Go down.
It begins to descend down.
Mhm.
Until you guys reach the bridge. You can see from up here, right? The bridge itself. We don't need this map anymore. The bridge itself is this large kind of causeway right? That looks like it has multiple layers of highway that lead over and under it. It's clearly designed to build. Yeah. And there's like a structure at the far end that also has these conveyor belts that are like running materials out of it and into this large structure. And similarly, boxes are heading back out towards that structure there in the distance as well.
Right.
So you guys finally make your way down and land. There's like shipments are a little bit light coming in and out today, it would seem. There's no car traffic or harbor craft traffic on it right now. Actions.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Do
let's
we
the
have
thing.
any more weren't we gonna
From the top.
sorted out my
From
own
the
brain.
top. Here we go.
Weren't we gonna explode the computer when we left?
Oh, I mean, that'll be a good.
I thought you meant. Oh,
I was gonna say that'd be a good distraction, actually. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah, do it. Just fucking do it.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Maybe let's. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah,
Boom.
should we land first?
when we
we
get
landed.
off of the thing. Yeah, we're on the bridge now, right?
Yeah. There's a sound like thunder erupting in the distance as soon as you press the button.
Wait, let's find a place to set the rest of them and blow this bridge. We
Thought
gotta
you
go.
were
We gotta go.
I thought
Yeah, we
you were
gotta get
gonna
out.
say it. Let's find a place to sit down. This is a lot. Like,
Yeah. You
Find
know,
a place to sit.
normally, yes.
The bench or something, maybe a small park. That'd be great.
yeah.
I could
Okay.
go for a latte.
Cool. So I will start. I will start attuning to fire to photon mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be ready then by the time we get moving to wrap a corona across the road so that people will not be able to get to us because of the fire.
Okay. The traffic is a little bit light right now. How are you guys doing this?
I thought you said are there people on the bridge?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going to set the charges? Do we have more charges?
That's a great question.
And as he's looking through his pack, I've got a smoke grenade, a frag grenade, and this big old pulse grenade. But
All right.
What's a
Pulse
pulse
grenade
grenade?
and frag grenade sound real good.
What's a pulse grenade?
GM question.
Mm-hmm.
GM question. So sorry.
How dare you?
Based on based on the surroundings, would I be able to tell what kind of shipments are coming in?
They're all boxed.
They're all boxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No
that's
branding.
No. I mean, Kleintech stuff, right? Everything has the Kleintech logo on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Parker, what is a
Alright.
pulse grenade?
pulse grenade, I believe, only affects constructs. It does electrical damage.
Okay.
It's an EMP.
Yeah, you guys do not have enough firepower to blow this bridge.
I knew I should have picked up some potassium when we were at the lab.
I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because then I could. Damn it.
Well, we could just climb back up. I'm sure it's fine inside.
Yeah, just hey, can I have all your potassium and some water, please?
Yeah.
Fine.
We don't have enough stuff to blow this bridge.
Are there any vehicles around?
I have 30. Okay.
Yeah.
Go with me on this journey.
All right, we're gonna go with Anne, and then I'll answer your question, Jab.
I have 30 just cartridges for guns.
Just ammunition.
Yeah. Can't we somehow hack that into something useful?
I mean, maybe it's still not enough, right?
Other people have got to have gun stuff.
Jabby,
Oh.
cars.
Yes.
Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah, they're like trucks that drive large shipments and stuff back and forth, you can see.
Looking at the structure, looking at the map, would I be able to tell the structure of the bridge for any weak points?
Make a mechanics check.
Okay.
Physical science.
Physical science. Rolling a d20. Move your pencil out of the way.
The chat is mature safe, Max, I believe, right?
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah,
Thank
I've
you.
seen some terrible things said in Heartsinger's
Yeah.
chat. That's a lie. That's
22.
a dirty lie.
By Heartsinger.
By Heartsinger, mostly.
That's a 22.
22. Yeah, there are a couple weak points. The middle of the bridge, right, is where the most stress happens because it's in between the like upward pull of the elevator, right? Because there's like a gravitational scientific thing that's going on there. Science in the most magical sense. And the towards the land there are like some struts and supports. So the middle point between those struts and supports and this like floating semi-subterranean structure that you guys have been inside this whole time is probably the weakest point on the bridge.
Could I get our ammo packages, like all of our ammo, and cram it all into a vehicle and then blow it up later? Do you think that would I be able to tell if that would work?
What do we got for ammo? I mean,
Well, let's see. I've got. Oh, geez. I got 3 batteries and maybe something else. I've got a flare gun. I've got this pocket lint and maybe a transistor. I've got the Wu-Tang Clan album for some reason.
You do not use that in a bomb.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I you guys do not have enough oomph to blow this. We're gonna need some kind of solution.
All right.
I think we're gonna have to go back inside and like MacGyver something.
Yeah. That'll be fine. Probably. All right. So I feel like climbing is a thing that I can do. People can maybe Jabby if you want to climb on my back, right? If you want to climb on my back, I can get you in and bodyguard you and help you get what we need in order for you to make whatever kind of situation happen. I also have that like gravity boost. That being said, if I take you and not everybody comes, then I don't have any healing. So
That sounds risky.
Yes, that sounds a little bit difficult to get through, I think.
So
How are you feeling right now, Amaruk?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty okay. It's not bad, you know.
So after that,
I could help you.
I would love some help.
Okay, I'm gonna help you.
I'm gonna cast some Mystic Cure on you.
Okay. Mystic.
so after that explosion, you can all surmise that the alarms have been raised.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
true. I didn't God.
I need a way to blow this bridge up.
This is very bad.
You have 6 HP
less than I
from
do.
me.
Thank you.
Of course.
Blow bridge. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Only thing I can think of is trying to get to the lab. Maybe they have the stuff we need to make a bomb. Maybe not.
It's going to be very hard to get through though.
Moving
Yeah,
inside
it's
of
not
the
a good
structure
idea.
is going to be really
So
difficult.
you're invisible. You can turn invisible, right, Jabby?
I can definitely stealth using that camouflage.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be helpful if we get you inside, pull you out.
How would I get out after getting in? I'm all for sneaking. Love that.
In through the window. I don't know.
I'm sensing a lot of death on the horizon. Is that just me?
Yeah, I feel bad and scared. I don't really have a way out of this. I don't have any magical spells.
Tax
Based on the map we have, is there like a garage that has spaceships? Maybe we can hijack a spaceship and blow the bridge using its guns?
Yeah, is there like a warehouse or something nearby? You said this was a delivery area.
I'm so sorry, give me a second. The structure on land might have hangars, yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's go
So
there.
let's go there.
Go for that. Yep, let's go for that. Let's go for the hangars.
Great. How are you guys
Okay.
getting into the hangars?
Yeah.
From the bridge?
We'll fly underneath the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
or at least like go underneath, like swim.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, let's
We'll
I
sneak
heard like
over.
5 answers. Discuss among yourselves and deliver one into me.
Stealth as much as possible, if that includes swimming underneath the bridge or like crawling underneath the bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
Do we
Okay.
have time for that? Do we have time to be sneaky? I'm just wondering.
You said
Because
there
the-
were. Oh, sorry. Go
The
ahead.
alarms are going off is all I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just.
Yeah. Let's just go. They know we're here.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Great.
This is fine.
Fantastic.
You running.
So you I love this so much. You guys hop off onto these like highways, right? There's like multiple levels of them as they traverse back and forth across the way from
Mhm.
the structure to the
Oh, boy.
stable area on the far area. The I'm so sorry. The spot that's on land, the structure that is on land, as opposed to the structure that is in the water that you have been on. And you begin to just sprint your way as quick as you can along these things. You see a hover truck driver like passes by, like looking at you with wide, terrified eyes.
I see a hover
Fridays,
truck.
am I right?
I want to try and jump on the truck and then take him out of the truck and throw him off the bridge so we can use the truck.
Great. I'm just gonna make you roll an athletics check for more murder.
Okay.
More.
22.
Yeah, absolutely. You smash through the window, grab him by the collar, and just hurl him off the bridge. And he goes, screams, ah, as he falls.
Yeah. All right, get in.
Oh, okay.
Yep, climbing on top of it.
And I move and I say, "Got this for you, Caster." And then I go sit in the back seat where I belong.
Great.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Can I? What's your computer's scores? You two with
My computer scores. I have a 13.
I have 7.
I have a 12.
Cool.
I have nothing.
Thank you so much. So this structure out here is probably on a different whole server than the super secret server and super secret computer system that you guys just left, right? So you guys are approaching this area where the cameras are probably not all looped.
Okay.
Right?
So that's why I'm going to stay in the back of the car.
You
And
currently
guys-
still do look like a bug, but yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
Cameras can sometimes see through that.
True.
So what are you guys doing? How are you guys approaching? Talk to me.
What
How
do we
far-
see as we're approaching?
Yeah.
Excellent question. So as you guys start to come closer, you see that there's like this structure appears to have like multiple garage levels at the closest end of it. So there's this large kind of square-ish door that starts to rumble up as you approach. Let's do a perception check from everybody. Why not? Pile on.
Natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Altogether, it's a 27.
No one worry. It's all good.
19.
There are absolutely cameras watching the stuff that comes in and goes out from this area.
So everybody pile inside, hide, pretend it's fine, and then
Just 4 little bugs sitting in a row. Like what was the? Oh my god, this is a deep cut.
This is fine.
What was the name of those? I can't even describe this. I'm so sorry. There's a picture book that has like little bugs and creatures driving cars.
Aw.
I don't know.
It was like a
what
really
that
important
is.
part of my childhood. If it's okay if it wasn't
Aw.
an important part of yours.
Was it a Richard Scary book?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds
there-
fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the
Yeah.
question.
What's
Yeah.
the
Sure.
question?
That sounds recognizable.
Thanks, Sam.
So here. So I think what we should do is try to cause as much chaos as possible.
Yeah.
And we can
I
use
like
this
it.
vehicle to do that. Because we're
Yes.
not going to get she looks at them, they're all bugs, and she's like, It's not like we can be like, oh, sorry, we just left here, but now we're back because, I forgot my coffee. Like, it's not a thing that will go unnoticed. So
Right.
if instead of that, we just go, okay, fucking notice me, maybe. I don't know. That's the only plan I have.
That is
Well,
crazy. It just might work.
honestly, I can take all the rest of my ammo from my sonic pistol, load this up, make it like a ram, and then just run it right into
Yeah, let's
the
just
control
ram the
tower.
shit out of this, out of the gates.
Okay.
Beat it,
Because
jump out of
Because
it.
are they gonna? Does it look like they're just letting cars back through, or is there a checkpoint?
There's like a gate that closes down and opens up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So we can try to get through there, but if not, just be ready to fucking wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Jabby, roll that mechanics check. Caster, roll a piloting
Okay.
check.
Mechanics check.
I don't know,
Mechanics
guys.
check.
I don't
Anything
know.
regarding
Mechanics
zoology
check.
that I can roll?
No, not this time.
Mechan-
Thank you so much, though.
Did you mean physical science?
Anytime.
Or engineering? What did you mean?
Engineering. Sorry.
Engineering. Okay. That then makes this a 29.
And mine is a 24.
It's just so crazy. It might work.
Great. So you like clamber onto the front of the car and like put all of your rounds. You like stick gum to the bottom of every single one of your rounds and like have them pointing out into the front, and then clamber back quickly as the alarm ahead begins to blare as these cameras have picked up these bug things driving a hover car laden with
With what? Oh.
frozen fish.
Oh. Oh, well, now this feels wasteful.
No, it's shrimp time.
Straight at this warehouse, storage facility, factory. You don't really know what, right? So the garage door begins to close in front of you, and Caster just guns it, and the hover drive engine starts to pick up, and it shoots forwards, and you come in just like as the thing is closing. It like scrapes across the back of the hover car as it kicks the back, like the rear of the hover car slams into the pavement underneath it, causing sparks to fly in all directions, and you lose control of a little bit, going off to the side before your nose slams into a wall ahead of you, and all of the rounds explode. This sonic
Jump out.
boom goes off, and the wall in front of it just explodes outward in
So
mess
why didn't
and
we
chaos.
use this on the fucking bridge?
It wasn't enough
Because
to.
you
It, like
can't
the
just-
bridge
Oh,
is
it's not
the
above.
brig is
Okay,
a
it's
thick
fine. It's
boy.
fine. Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
I just
jump
want to
out.
say that when they go through this door,
Yes.
that Amaruk's arm instinctively mom arms everybody in the back seat with her. As
Yeah,
the car
I'm
is,
fully like
flying
wrapped
down.
around your arm. Like, all four arms just.
I'm just freaking like, everybody jump out.
Okay, great. So I carefully get out, as careful as can be managed.
And there's this like dust begins to slowly clear. You see people like crawling out from underneath wreckage, right? A few guards are like running forward, running at you from behind, and ahead of you is this massive factory floor.
Oh no! Oh no!
Largely automated, but on the conveyor belts, you notice actually kind of familiar pieces. A large amount of the conveyor belts and a large amount of the systems here seem to be occupied with wrapping and preserving itemized pieces of swarm bodies. Right?
Ew.
Arms and legs, claws, talons, whole heads resting, slowly oozing out their remaining juices on conveyor belts.
They're being harvested.
Actions.
we need to figure out either if there are some. We know what our parts look like when we were bugs. Some of you still are bugs. But they had many incredible skills. Maybe there are explosive parts that we could find and use.
There
I
are
like that.
plants on Castrovel, is there not, Kia?
What? What was that?
I was just trying to relate some fire ant knowledge to Kia, being like, oh, isn't there like a species of fire ant that have enough explosives to in I'm just gonna skip this bit.
You know what? Valiant
Failing on the RP.
Valiant attempt,
I respect
honestly.
that.
I respect
He
the
did.
try
Yeah.
I like
and
it.
the admittance that you failed.
But she says, I mean, all of us, some of us have organic guns and swords and things. There've got to be other things. You shot bones out of you.
That's true, and this thing ought to pack a punch. I mean, who's to think that there might be an even stronger bug part that we can use?
Well,
Bug
I can go
parts.
take a look at some of the anatomies.
Yeah,
Go
we
for
need
it,
to.
Kia.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should keep them. Let's let them do that, and then we should distract everybody. Caster, you have that smoke bomb, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Is there
I-
something ridiculous I could shoot my flare at to like set on fire?
I don't know. What do you think? What are you thinking about?
I want to in the like rubble and smoke and fire from our first explosion. I want to like shoot something and set off an explosion elsewhere on the premises to like draw
so
their
what's your idea
fire
for
away.
what kind of thing?
So if there are a bunch of like cars that I'm assuming are being, I mean, I know they're hover cards, but hover cards still got to have fuel of some kind,
Mhm.
right? So is there like, do I see some fuel cells
Yeah.
that I could try?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Yeah.
Roll for
cool.
that puppy.
I rolled 18 for the zoology check, but DC -5, Mister.
Mister.
22.
22, fantastic. Your flare shoots over the top of your car and lands in a pile of in the chaos of you exploding through, you tipped over a truck that was like carrying a bunch of fuel cells, and some of them smashed, and this highly volatile stuff is starting to spread on the ground as people run in all directions screaming, get down, get down, get down. Your flare lands like 5 feet away from it and skips and just lands right on the edge of it, and the fire rushes up, this blue-green flame heading straight towards the fuel cells, and there's this eruption out. Jabby, what are you doing?
Oh man, could I make a check to see? Well, there was Kia's thing, not the zoology already. She's looking for explosive biotech. I'm gonna look for anything that I could use to make a bomb with the non-biological, the technology stuff,
The
tech stuff.
tech stuff. I mean, the fuel
Tech
cells
bomb.
that Anne just blew up, but it's cool. Go for it and
Anything
make
else?
a physical science
we
check.
asked before, were there any explosives? And you were like, no. And I said, are there fuel cells? And you said yes. So that's not our fault.
You guys asked that on the bridge, right?
On the island, or the bridge.
Yeah, so there weren't any fuel cells there. Anne.
Okay.
We'll find more, kids.
Yeah.
If
What's
for
your roll? What's your roll?
Physical science is a 21.
Fantastic. Cool. I'll get to you and Kia in a second. Parker,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm going to look for an escape ship, something that we can just blast off and like take into drift.
So there's no a hangar right here, right? So there's no ships here, unfortunately.
We're gonna be able to, if we can get into the water, we can get back home, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. In that case, that is a good. So we need to destroy the bridge. God, I'm not very sure. I was gonna.
You
say,
guys
like,
have guards rushing at you right now, right?
God. Okay.
Shoot
Well-
the guards.
Can I throw a smoke grenade at the guards?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even
Yeah,
better
that
on
seems-
yourself so they can't see you.
Great, that's good. I'm gonna do it. Hold your breath.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I
So
thought
we
you
did
had
it.
to roll. I thought you had to roll something for that. I'm sorry. Everything was like the silence
We
of
all
like.
just looked at each other. We were like, so we
Like,
did we do
Did
it?
we do it?
Do we?
Is it
Did it
smoky?
work?
Did
Did we
get
win
smoky?
Starfinder?
Great. So the smoke erupts out of the grenade and covers all of you as bolts of lasers begin to fly over your head, but now they can't see you, right? So they aren't able to clearly shoot at you. Jabby and Kia, you like start to pick through the bits and pieces of this, right? And Kia, you actually are totally able to find these abdominal like sacs of these creatures that have this highly volatile chemical inside of it. It shouldn't cause an explosion, but it should, in the correct amounts, melt through the bridge. But you're gonna have to
Lovely.
move a lot of it. There's
Yeah.
enough of it here, but you're gonna have to get a lot of it into a truck and to a place where you can destroy the bridge.
Great. So I'm gonna telepathic message. Well, no, I have telepathy in my bugdom. So I'm gonna send just this information, being like, we need a car. I need hands. We have to get these abdominal sacs
Yeah.
onto some sort of transport and to the middle of the bridge.
Great.
Please.
Fantastic. As the fire begins to pour in. They all miss you guys though. I need actions starting with
Stormtroopers.
Amaruk.
All right, cool. I am going to. That's fine. Sorry, I'm going to begin looking for another vehicle that I can like back up in the warehouse to where Kia is.
Okay, great. Make a perception check for me.
Cool. All together that's 17.
17. Nice. It's not hard for you to find another truck nearby.
Yeah.
And you rush over and hop into the cockpit and
Yeah.
turn it on very quickly and begin to back it up. Jabby.
Yeah.
Using my limited telekinesis to gather as many of the, I guess, bile sacs as possible.
There it is. We knew it would come into play sooner or later. These bile sacs start to pick up and very merrily kind of dance their way across like it's a fucking Mickey Mouse comic cartoon.
Amazing.
All right, Caster.
All right, so I'm gonna search for a vehicle big enough to hold all those bioparts.
We just got one of those.
We just
and
have.
just did
I have that. Yeah.
Fine. In that case, can I start loading them?
Yeah. Why don't you get this thing ready to go out, because you're going to be able to drive it a lot better than me. And I'll pop out and you can.
Great, fantastic. To make a piloting check for the future for me, Caster.
You got it.
Piloting in the future.
And I'll use my never before used, except that one time I used it to test if something was going to kill us, telekinetic hand to help gently gently rest these sacks in the back of the gently fondle the
We love
Oh
sacks.
my
fondling
God.
the sacs.
Well, that is
No.
a transgression.
Who's fondling?
Kia, what are
It's
you up
9:30.
to?
It's allowed.
wait,
I'm
no.
also help.
Yeah, we didn't
Sorry.
hear Parker's total.
Oh, I got a 22.
Well, that's a great number. Fantastic. We'll deal with that in a bit.
Sorry, Kia.
Kia.
I'm also helping gather up the sacks and pushing them in the general direction of the vehicle.
Make me I don't know. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Why would I make you roll for this? The space crime
play
does
of
always
every
pay,
GM
Max.
ever. Why am I making them roll for this? If they see it, they see it.
It's
if
fine,
they do
it's
it, they
fine.
do it. Why am I making this
Great.
hard?
So you guys managed to get a large number of these things into the back of this truck. Caster hops in, revs the engine, and you guys all pile into the back of this and jet out. The Caster, roll 3d10 for me.
Oh no.
Mm.
Ah.
look good.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We have abdominal sacs on our side.
It's true.
Total?
What was that?
7 total.
That was not a lot. Great.
It wasn't.
So you rush forward and slam into the door, and everyone stops. The crash protection system erupts out. It's like a bunch of bunch of tentacles that come out from the back of the car and like grab you, Castor, and like stick you to the back of the to the seat.
Okay.
Everyone other than Castor is going to take 9 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
As you're all jostled around in here.
Bye, bug suit.
There it goes, the bug suit down. Bug suit down.
Oh no.
The sacks of stuff, however, are mostly intact. Parker, make me another piloting check.
Okay. Here we go. Ooh. That is a 21.
Great. Make me another 3d10 roll.
Oh, okay. I trust.
Oh God. This
The
is so
switching of the
is hanging
dice.
on.
confusing.
Ooh, that's already so much better. That's 20 total.
20. Fantastic. The door crashes open ahead of you,
Yeah.
and you rush out. Laser bolts flying after you. You guys are able to reach the center of this place as you see these large treaded vehicles heading your direction from the water-bound facility that you were at originally.
Okay.
Can I get an engineering check from you, Castor? It's time.
God.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yep. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing.
I'm just gonna open my second beer. Just apropos of nothing.
Ooh, 27.
Holy crap! So you like get up on top of the hover truck, right, and start ordering people about. And you realize that you're gonna have to attune to graviton, right? And you grab a few of these sacks and you start to go underneath this highway, right, and start to like smash these things, just crushing them into the bottom of this to start wearing away the bottom of this sucker. Dexter, why don't you make me make me, do you have an idea
of what you're about to say? Because no,
I was gonna say, do you have an idea of what you want to do to bring down this thing?
Oh gosh, could I make an identify check? Oh wait, to bring down the bridge, or are we talking about the
Bring down the bridge? Yeah.
bring down the
we
bridge?
still don't know what's gonna happen when the bridge explodes.
Could I make a check to see if I could use the telekinesis to like help slow the fall?
Way too heavy. Yeah.
Probably too heavy. Okay. Then yeah, I'll just do a computer's check to see. I just identifying weak points of the bridge and how it might.
You've already done that. You've already done that
Did
twice.
that.
Yeah. You're all good on that. It's okay. It's okay.
Just
It's okay.
very
So you
scared.
start to
Wanna
like
roll
smash these
something.
things out along the side of the bridge.
You can help me smash.
I'll help smash.
You can ride my back, and I'll walk with us upside down as you identify the places, and we just smash together.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll help guide that.
Kia?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be helping Castor and giving him updates, being like, okay, now they're under the thing, and they're doing this now, and you're killing it, kid. You're doing a great job. I'm really proud of us all. This is gonna be amazing. We're best, Mara.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, we're in this janky hover car just throwing shit up.
Yeah.
Throwing sacks of bile across.
Just off the side of the fucking
I'm like
bridge.
tossing them as well. I'm tossing.
Oh my God! You're
Oh,
like
man.
shooting them open with your sonic pistol, Caster, as they land, and the bile starts to spread and starts to like eat away, and it happens quicker than you thought it would. These soon, underneath the highway, Amaruk, you see these like drops fall out as holes in the concrete begin to form, and then you start to hear the groaning, the severe creaking, this terrible sound of entropy accelerated, and then it starts to bend. And then it starts to
Looks like we're
crackle.
going for a ride.
And the far side of this begins to descend into the earth.
The ocean
concrete,
side?
Yeah, the ocean side. Concrete
Yeah.
begins to shatter and spark up. The iron and steel bars that are binding all of this concrete together start to break and pop, and steel sparks up in the air. And these tanks on the far side that have been approaching you like slowly start to screech back along this concrete, falling down into the sea. And you guys know when the getting's good. So you hop off the side and dive into the water and make your way down the side, deep, 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 avoiding the submarines as best as you can until you're found by the strange crab thing that picks you up and ferries you off into the depths.
Mr. Krabs, so how do we do? Do you speak? I love you. I love you so much. I am going to create something in your likeness, but you are the god of it. You are the god of it.
For the swarm.
Jabby's a convert.
Chabby's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Amaruk like is just looking down at her like flickering technomantic skin, right, of the bug suit that's still on her. Which, how long does that last for? An hour?
Boop-a-doo. 10 minutes per level, so 15 minutes.
Okay.
Let's just say it survived that whole time.
Yeah.
Let's just say
You
it's
move
fine.
fast.
Yeah, and it flickers away, right?
Yeah.
We'll be home in time for dinner.
Yeah. And she is just like, whatever happens, if they know that we were there, we have to be ready to prove this connection to the Red Planet Regiment. When we go back through that hole, we have to chronicle it. We have to show that that was how we were, where they went. Do you
Should
understand?
we vlog? We can vlog.
I think we should keep it just in case, because the truth is we both agreed to take on pieces of the Pact World. So if something happens and it leaks that we were here, we need to be able to prove that we were retaliating.
Yes.
I see. Right.
So should we vlog?
We should vlog and keep it private.
Okay.
Mhm.
Unlisted.
Until we have a need to discuss it. We'll take a page out of Elo Catch's book.
I love it.
Yeah, this is a good plan. So is this, oh, crab friend, are you taking us back to the portal? I love you so much.
Okay, but is that a yes?
Everyone but Kia is like, oh, God.
Yeah, she's just like, I want to go home.
I love him.
So,
I'm going to call him Charybdis.
Ooh, that's
good.
a good one.
I'm into
It's
it.
good.
So you descend deep, deep, deep into the ocean of this foreign world until you eventually reach the portal.
Mhm.
Surrounded by these thermal vents, this black emptiness stretches out around this. It indeed is built, right? And part of it is buried underneath earth, but it is this very angular diagonal structure that has this empty void filled with tiny little stars in it. It looks different, it's true, than the other side. And you all, I'm guessing you bubble
Yeah.
before you leave,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I'll life bubble everybody.
Yeah.
The
Final
back of
spell
the
slot.
crab opens up,
Yeah.
and
I'm still in my bug suit though.
still in my bug
Okay,
suit.
I won't
though.
life bubble you.
Yeah, the bug suits actually open up and release you all.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't
before
get to
it
keep them.
fully lets go of me, I use just sending a telepathic message to the swarm, basically saying that was really fun. Let me join you, please. And then just like a peace out.
And Amaruk looks at Crabdar or Charybdis now. And she says, "You remember, friends."
It's impassive, not even really looking at you, scanning for threats.
I love him.
Yeah.
They'll remember.
Yeah,
They'll
you
see
bet.
actions
Yeah,
speak
remember.
louder than words. Actions
That's what-
speak louder than words.
That's what I'm worried about. And she swims towards the portal.
And you all.
But we did what they asked. Wait, why are you worried?
I'm just worried. I'm a fucking queen. I'm trying to run the planet. I'm worried. I'm allowed to be worried. No,
But
she.
yeah, we just
That's fair. Yeah.
I just feel. I feel nervous about promises. No one's made a real promise to me in a long time, except for all of you. You're the only ones who've kept any promises. I mean, think about it. I was sent out to find a new home, and when I went back and said it was found, then they mostly hung us out to dry. Then we go out here and work with the Packed Worlds to colonize these planets, and the other people who were there, they turn around and betray us and try to take what is ours when they have their own problems to worry about.
Well,
And here we are making an alliance with someone that no one trusts. And maybe that's wrong.
well,
May-
maybe them being more bug-like makes them a little less intent on betraying you. You know? Yeah, I mean, you've been dealing with people before, and people are untrustworthy sometimes, and sometimes a little mean, but they have instinct. That's all they got.
I have a
There are
good feeling
certain-
about it.
Me too. I think. I'm like 90% good idea, 10% completely bad idea, but it's a 90-10 split.
I think we what do I think? I think that we are in need of showing them what friendship is. I think the world will not teach them what it could be.
Did we
Is the-
not do that today?
No, I hope that we did. I'm just
Yeah,
I hope
I
that
think
it,
we did.
all right.
And in making sure that we have allies, we could continue diplomatic relations with our new friends.
I don't see why not if that is what we agreed to.
Yeah,
So
we can teach them friendship.
hopefully we can teach them friendship. And she starts nodding and just like reassuringly at them, and then starts swimming towards the portal.
I take my data pad camera out and I do
A vlog from this. Here, welcome.
It's your girl, Kia. Hey
Hey, what's up, you
guys.
guys? It's Kia, and this is some sort of underwater hellscape of a planet. But we made friends, and here's the portal.
and so for the rest of the day
Yeah.
she's like vlogging.
Mhm.
And so when we basically Amaruk is gonna point out when they go through the portal, like where it goes, and tell her to like keep it going, as we
Mhm.
go through, and then show the leftover stuff of the Red Planet Regiment that came here, and all of that, just so we have it. Because the last time I accused him, he said that we didn't have proof. And now we have something resembling some kind of proof of connection to where he was.
Where who was?
So we have proof of the Red Planet Regiment once they came down to the planet going to this place where the portal is. The portal connects to the planet that Elo Ketch was on.
Yeah.
So potentially an escape route for them.
Cool.
Right? So it's not that it's, solid proof that he sent them, but it is pretty strange evidence that like he would have a hard time explaining away, I think.
Cool. So you make your trek back across the marshes and into the Kingfisher and take off and head home. It's only been 2 days. Has not been a very long time. Dirtbath's very happy to see you return, and you settle back into your lives. There's one particularly important thing I want to bring up. Kia.
Uh-oh.
You settle down that evening to pray to your god.
Yeah.
And you pray to?
Besmara.
You do. You're having a class change. Your connection is no longer knowledge. Your connection is now warmonger.
Yes.
So you can make that change for next time.
Yes.
You're gonna get
It
some
makes sense, 'cause
summon
that's where we're
monster,
at now.
some seeking shot, some shield other, some haste, and weapons of war, summon reinforcements, and suit up.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
I know, right?
So good.
And you should all gain a level
Nice.
at long
Sorry,
last. After
it's
that,
been so
wonderful.
long.
It's been a year.
It's been over 7. It's been over 7 episodes since we.
Oh wow.
No way. That's
so
that's my
excited.
B. I'm sorry. Y'all should have
No.
leveled. It's all good.
It's okay. It's slow burn. Slow burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GM testing
Oh my
if she
God, I'm
remembered
so
her god.
excited.
No, it's so to be perfectly honest, Max, I had no idea who her original god was because I'm so enamored with Kia's
Yeah,
change. Who you used to worship,
Yaresa.
who is the god of like the
Who is
neutral
the
god
Lady
of
of Wisdom,
right?
and knowledge.
And
Yeah.
knowledge. And has had
And
a
now
change.
I worship
The pirate
the
goddess.
goddess of piracy. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's the same. It's the same thing, really.
Character
Same thing.
growth. I'm so into it. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Aftermath stories?
I would love to work on or just add to my notes, taking notes about the whole swarm situation, what that mentally felt like, and add that to a journal.
Yeah. What are you putting in
about
your
that.
journal?
Hive mind tech? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Just have
Yeah.
that typed down in my notes.
Are you putting down all the details of that engagement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also still have that vial of, because I wasn't caught leaving. I have the vial of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
like that.
Yeah.
Also, can I be doing, because I got a swab of Charybdis, can
Yes.
I do some research on just like the cellular makeup of that? Because I think that would be some really interesting armor
Yeah.
eventually.
That's a
That'd be cool.
fascinating idea. Great.
So- It's
yeah.
It's like non-Newtonian armor.
Great. All right.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Parker.
Yeah. So the poor guy who got their arm ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Castor would have offered to operate on him and give him a prosthetic arm.
Yeah. Yeah. You told me about
Yeah.
this. Yeah. You already did that.
Great. I just want to make
Yeah,
sure. I want
absolutely.
to know how he is.
I'm so sorry. So you go in to check in on him. Yeah. So as you like go in to check in on him, right? He's doing great. He's super happy. His family's super happy with you, but you notice that you're getting a bunch of nasty looks.
I know.
Yeah, you're getting a bunch of nasty looks around. And you like do a little bit of asking around about it, and there's this sentiment that if there's a feeling of favoritism for the mistakes that you particularly make, right? There's no like it's a very the people are feeling like government is very personal here, right?
Right.
Like either everyone should get the fucking thing or no one should get the thing, and like there's like some envy feeling going on with that, right? Um, there's like there are like jokes being made about like all you need to do to get money is get hit by one of the chief four, right? Get hit by one of the chief four's car, or get run over by one of the chief four, or right, because you guys make up for the mistakes that you make, but there's a sentiment building that you don't take care of the population as a whole, be it true or not, right? Anne,
Hey, thanks for that follow, Max Photoshop.
thank you
Welcome
for the
to
follow.
Baby Bar.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you.
and Max, if you haven't joined our Discord, I'm gonna drop it again.
Yeah, please.
All
do.
right.
So,
Yeah, come hang out on Discord.
so Amaruk is going to have a late night drink with her Soki friend.
Okay, good. Dirt bath,
Yeah.
right?
Dirt bath, yeah. And she will kind of bedraggled, right?
Mhm.
Shows up after a shower and sits unarmored, right?
Yeah.
Which she normally is not, right? She invites Dirt Bath up to her quarters for a conversation.
He comes up.
Um,
He's like still limping a little bit. He's like he's still dressed in his military regalia, but he's brought some engine cleaner, which is
Yeah.
Yosoki extremely intense alcohol, and he
Yeah.
like you open the door and he says, "A little bit of cleansing after a hard day."
I think so. Please
Great.
have a seat. I want to show you something.
Great. That sounded ominous.
So she sets she sets out two glasses, and then on her kind of like hovering array of screens, she pulls up Kia's video and shows him the evidence of the Red Planet Regiment and what had happened. And she tells him,
So this is
Yeah.
these are the people that you engaged with in the swamps, no?
it would seem so, yes.
And they ran away to there, and then there is a portal there, but you find no evidence of them, and all their gear is left behind.
Exactly.
Well, my troops wouldn't leave their gear behind.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you didn't know any of this.
No. No, I knew none of this.
So how could someone sneak into the Red Planet Regiment and disappear like this?
Sneak?
Well, they
Sneak
must have
into-
been on board your ship with you.
Yes. They are on board my ship. You shoot my ship out of the sky.
Yes,
They
again.
They crash.
So sorry.
It's all right. I lose sometimes, and I get back up. I'm okay. They take the escape pod down. They land in the swamps, and they make shelter there. You drive them out of that shelter. They look for
Yes.
new shelter. They find this new place. I mean, what happened to you? You got grabbed by monster in Portal? You think they're immune to getting grabbed by monster in Portal?
It's strange for people to undress and then get grabbed by monsters.
It's strange for people to undress when they go to sleep, to rest, to clean.
No, that's true.
I think your suspicions are running away with you, Amaruk. I understand you're worried about spies in our midst, and I'm certain that we do have spies in our midst, but Amaruk, you're looking in the wrong direction. I promise you. My men are solid.
I know. It's just I can't shake this feeling that this connection from Elo's planet where he has been to this one is more than coincidence.
It is. It's nerve-wracking. But it's not something. Look at that. Look at what you show me. Look at this place. How long has this place been here? Elo is only so old. This looks pre-gap. Look. This is ancient.
I'm tired of not being smart, Dirtbath.
And I'm tired of being too smart, eh? We all have our own curses. Look. You deal with what is in front of you, yes?
Yes.
It's as much of a blessing as it is a curse, but in your case, it's much more of a blessing that it is a curse. As long as you can strike down whatever rises up, you will be fine, but you have to learn to strike. Look, we have spies in our midst. We're looking for them. We have people who are smarter than us looking for them. No? People we can trust.
She kind of like growls when he says trust. Not at him, but just like
You have an issue with trust?
she looks straight at him and says, I didn't used to. But all of this is a lesson in how the world works. And I thought maybe I could change the world, but I think I have to change in order to survive the world. And those are two very different things.
I think it's a balance. I think you work hard to make the world what you need it to be. But I think that in order to survive the world and the slings and arrows that it throws at you, you must play by its rules. At least for the time being. Or else it eats you. Or you turn into something much worse. So.
Well, let's avoid that.
Yeah. Let's not become monsters. Let's play the game. Let's fight the war. And let's make a better place for those ahead of us. For all of our bickering, Amaruk, you and I are remarkably alike, and I could not have picked a better planet to crash land on, or a better captain to lose to.
I get that a lot, actually.
Okay, flex a little bit then. That's fine.
Thank you. And I'm glad that you are, for as much as possible, happy here.
I have purpose here.
Mm.
I don't know if Yusoki get happy.
You should try it sometime. I remember it really well.
God.
Well, that was
y'all,
fucking
lighten
dark.
up.
Jesus Christ.
Lighten up a little.
Man.
He raises his glass and he says, "Look,
Yeah.
tooth and tail, skin and bone. And drinks.
And she drinks.
And it hurts the whole way down."
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she tries to like be really cool, but then she does the, like, you know when your dog doesn't quite bark, but it like blows its cheeks out and it's like yeah, she's like
oh no.
yeah.
Mama.
So you
Good
get
and boned, yes, he's good.
you get a little bit drunk with Dirtbath.
Yeah.
And
And then
eventually
we do it. No, I'm kidding. We don't.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I got nervous, so I had to say
You
something
had to
weird.
just say something
Jeez.
weird, yeah. So you get a little drunk with Dirtbath. He goes back to his place downstairs, and you fall asleep.
Mm.
And that night, you have a dream. A dream where the butterfly of Desna turns into slowly, almost like you're watching a time lapse, and around it, the stars turn and whirl, nebulous form and disappear, but these 3 points of light
Yeah.
become like the constellation that form the butterfly of Desna. And the longer that your dream space like stares at this warping, like constantly approaching it and getting further away from it at the same time, you're aware that these 3 points form a maw. And right when you're certain that that maw is about to gape open, you wake up. And that's our game for this week.
That's fine. I love Moz.
We love maws and jaws, skin and bones.
Oh, boy.
Tooths. We like tooth.
Ooh.
Thank you all so much. So that's game for this week. Max, I'm so sorry. Max, thank you so much for coming and hanging out.
Welcome. Thank you.
you.
We're
It's
not
great to meet you.
we're not done.
Oh,
We're
no.
gonna do
We're hanging
I'm
out.
gonna go make a gin and tonic. We're gonna take a
Ooh,
brief break,
jealous.
and then we're gonna do a little talk back, which we do every week. While we do that, head over to our Patreon, which I'm dropping in the chat right now, and watch our stupid video.
Watch her stupid. It's great.
I really love it. Watch our stupid video. Call me Mark as much as you want.
Yes, Mark.
Yes, Mark.
Just watch our stupid video. Consider pledging even $1 to help us continue
Yeah.
doing this, because right now I'm spending extra money every month on paying
To
our
run this,
lovely
yeah.
sound editor Murder Sauce, who does a great job.
It's true.
But help us make this more of a thing that we can do without
Yeah.
burning extra money and making content for you.
And the great thing is about it, not to be like, and also, but also, the great thing about our Patreon right now is that we've made everything free to everybody for the period of quarantine.
Yeah.
We don't know what that means right now, but right
it's
now
like
it's for as
forever.
long as we're stuck at home because we want people to have more content. And the fact is that we have over at this point, I think 60 hours of content for sure.
Yeah.
Of previous material. We've been playing this game for about a year, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I mean over a year at this
Well
point.
over a year.
But yeah, well over a year. But there's tons of content for you to go back. We started out completely as a podcast and then decided to transition 8 episodes ago into streaming the recording of the podcast.
Yeah.
So there's plenty there for you to enjoy if you go and check it out and want to know more about these characters and others.
Absolutely.
You can find that out there.
And we have a lovely illustration of the bug parts by Helena that's going to go up this Sunday.
Yeah.
It's real dumb. It's real dumb.
It's so not
But
dumb.
it's good.
Stop that. We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We're doing a talk back. Peace.
Yeah,
Peace.
we'll be right
Be
back.
right back. Don't go anywhere. welcome the heck back, Max.
Ooh.
And everyone else in chat, thank you guys so much for coming back. This
And
was an
Fern.
absolute pleasure. Yeah, Fern and Jill, and I know Murder Sauce was there for just
Man.
a moment. It's been
So
a
many,
time.
so many cool
So
people
many
have popped
good.
by tonight. It's just like it's so awesome.
It's been a blast. Yeah,
Grateful.
we're super grateful. I'm like drained from this game. Honestly, past the werewolf fight, I had no idea what was gonna happen. I had
That's fair.
no idea. I tried to plan it multiple times and I couldn't fucking do it because I can't even imagine what you guys would do. And that keeps on being my problem with Starfinder, where I'm like, in D&D, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what they'll do.
I know they're attached to the earth like people.
They gotta do it.
Right.
In this game, that's just so not the case.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
too
So much
many
random
options.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I felt frustrated partway through because I was just like, I don't have enough new information to make new decisions to give you ideas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Because I recognized that because I was looking into your eyes and I was just like, I want to help you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to help you tell the story because you're trying to help us tell the story, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, that's not everyone's relationship with their DM, but I think that's certainly ours.
No,
It's
yeah.
like we always look at it as like we're all
we
trying to
definitely
help
had
each
a
other.
stutter there on the bridge, right before the bridge.
And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't have magic. I run into that issue with Amaruk a lot, and I found
It's true.
myself today kind of spiraling because I was
don't
thinking
have
about
magic.
the fact that like if Amaruk dies, I'm just gonna have to build another dumb tank because everybody else is not a tank.
Don't think like that. Don't do that.
No, well, but
Yeah.
I'm being honest about where
Right.
my brain was, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was the part about Amaruk that I love is not problem solving because
Mhm.
she doesn't have a lot of the utility that a lot of the other classes have in that scenario. She pretty much is there to wreck shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And talk very prettily and well
Absolutely.
at people.
Yeah.
You know, those are the things that she does well. And everyone has like a blind spot in their character creation. But yeah, that's where I was tonight for a part of the night. Was just thinking like, if I die, I'm gonna have to make another dumb character. It's gonna drive me even crazier.
I know the
Yeah.
feeling. So Max
God,
asks,
that's
how
real.
much do those big
Oh,
muscles
man.
bench?
How much
are
of
you
those big
benching,
muscles
Dex?
Are
bench?
you benching? How much you
Oh,
benching
man.
these days, Jebby?
IRL, mostly just benching cups of water. But as for
Stay
Jabby,
hydrated.
probably not much more. He a small boy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jabby is so small. He's like teddy bear sized.
Yeah.
He'd be benching those cups of water though.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah. You hydrated. You are definitely
I'm-
hydrated.
I'm trying. I'm a thirsty hoe. Gotta hydrate. Shoot.
Also,
Shoot.
during the middle of this, the Werblefleck situation,
That
my
was-
mom texted me. It's called a bosun's chair.
Oh.
Chair.
Really?
A bosun's
Wow.
chair. And she was like, I don't know how to put like a link in. And I was like, you could just tell him. And then I don't think it happened. But
You could just tell him. Just
No,
tell
she
us.
did. She did say it, and I thought she was referring to something else because a bosun's
Oh.
chair comes from a
Shipmaking, right?
it's a nautical invention,
Yeah.
right? You know what
Oh,
this
that's
is.
why I
Anne.
was. That's why I was like boats.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what came up on her search, which I think is
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's so
Oh, yeah,
cute.
no, my mom is
Max
there.
Photoshop.
Yeah,
we
Jill's
have
in
we
chat.
have parents in chat often.
Jill's
It
out
is.
here. My mom, the
Stay out
other
here.
week, I stream on Geeks for Good. My mom was like,
Mhm.
I think I have a different kind of experience than a lot of other parents because you're like always there. And I was like, that's the best thing that anyone's ever said
Yeah.
about my streaming.
My dad
Um,
has been popping into Sea of Thieves a lot.
I
He
saw
calls
him
it.
last night.
What did he say? He said he calls it Sea of Struggles. Like he calls it he calls it several other things that like
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves is, frankly. But like he called it Sea of Fools one time. Like he just doesn't actually ever remember the name of it, but he loves it.
Sea of
Um,
Struggle.
Aw.
Yeah, so it's just a sea of struggle. It's
Spelling
so
is
true.
not bosun. What is the spelling, Jill?
What is the spelling? Did I mess that
It's
up?
like boat and then S.
Is it
It's
B
bosun.
O
Bosun,
A T S W A I N?
Yeah.
Yeah, bosun.
Ah.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. But yeah, so I just don't I always love when parents are in chat. I think it's
the
the
best.
best thing ever.
the
And
best.
I don't change what I stream. As Helena knows, she came to my miniature painting stream this week when we were talking
It's
about
so
buttholes for
good.
like a solid 10 minutes. And my dad was just like, yeah, leather is nice for some people. They enjoy it. And I was just like, this is so
No.
out of control. But I didn't know what to do, so I just
Oh.
kept going. I leaned into it. It's my brand. Leaning into it is
Being a
100%
person on
my
the
brand.
internet
POS,
is
God.
strange.
Amazing.
Who
There's some-
doesn't love it?
Amazing. It's
There's
so good.
something
Who doesn't?
My
profoundly
mom has a new
strange.
habit of saying, "I miss Know It All," who is one of my patrons.
Oh.
I love
Yeah.
know-it-all.
My
so
dad
good.
asks after people in the chat. He's like, "How's Analog Amber? How's she doing?" And I'm just like, "This is so."
Oh,
silly."
the best part of that. It's so
yeah.
much better than confused old person Facebook. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much
Yeah.
better than that.
Oh.
They should all be on
Parents
Twitch instead.
in chat
It makes
on
more
Twitch
sense.
Are my
Yeah,
favorite.
it's the
Yeah.
best. It's the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
There's not an at for you, Jill. You're very cognizant on Facebook. My mother is not.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're mom.
there are
my mom's
other
She
good
knows
at
Jill.
it.
Facebook.
She knows it, and she's embarrassed of it. She doesn't know what to do, so she panics.
Yeah. It's very true.
I feel that.
But yeah, it's just I love
really
the
do
support
love
that
leather,
our
too.
most of our families like for the parents that come through. Like
Mhm.
it's just so great to see them and for them to like take it seriously because a lot of like being an artist or being a performer is being
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna do it, mom. You'll see. My name will be in lights. And then you're like, I'm on Twitch on Thursdays at 7
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern. And they're like,
Right.
my dad once said to me, hold on, I'm gonna try not to cry. It's fine. My dad once said to me, Anne, when you were younger, I in my soul knew you were gonna be on Broadway. And my heart sank in that moment because I was like, well, I've disappointed another human. But he finished it up by saying, and I know you probably think that I'm disappointed, but I just want to tell you this is pretty amazing too.
Hmm.
And I was just
Aw.
like, ah!
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
So yeah,
God.
so he's the best dad. I mean, everyone has a great dad. It's just what my dad is great.
I know, right,
About-
Fern? You're great pops.
Caldefron, Lord of the Moon. May he
May
Long
he,
may he
long
reign.
may he reign.
Oh,
Amazing. Oh my God.
I love that.
So now that we're back, quote unquote, home
Yeah.
at Bright Claw,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we gonna do now?
Yeah, that's the
How
question.
else can we fuck this up?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys want to
mean,
do?
I
Yeah,
have a
let's
lot
talk
of
about it.
projects.
Make my content for me. What do you guys want to do next time? No, this
Well,
is like really helpful because otherwise I have to
Actually,
like
yeah.
make a problem for you guys to solve. But if you guys make
Yeah.
your own problems, it's so much more fun for everyone.
I love making problems. I have a
I
whole
do that in
document.
real life too.
Yeah. Oh man, years of practice. But mostly, I have a text document full of project ideas.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you know,
Mhm.
maybe there's the stuff with that lava dude. Maybe there's some swarm stuff. Ooh,
Mhm.
I love me some swarm stuff. You know.
Mhm.
Love me some
But,
swarm stuff.
Well, isn't the church bank being established?
Yeah, the
quite
church
soon?
bank is a whole thing.
Church bank.
Mhm.
Best words. Yes, the church
Yeah.
bank is
That's
being
what I mean.
established.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be. Well, I, Helena, am very interested in that and what that's gonna look like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bringing a religion into a place that already has
Yeah.
its beliefs and morals.
Yeah.
And
I'm
looks like.
interested. Yeah, I'm interested in that. And I'm also interested in connecting with our dwarf friends who are on that other planet now that we've been to the other, like we've now out of the 3 planets we had our choice of initially, we've
Mhm.
been to 2 of them now, right? We
Right.
live on one of them, we've been to the other one. And I'm wondering I'm wondering, like, if we should be exploring these planets for, I don't know, the dream is making me think that like all 3 planets are connected. That Desna's trying to tell me that like this far out that these planets are the 3 dots, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I like to fill in lots of things apparently that have nothing to do with anything. That's
Fair.
what I do best, is make assumptions.
It's true. Murdersaw says that it was the Catholic Church that invented investment banking.
Yeah.
It's
Huh.
true.
I have a friend who is an
Wow.
app developer. I'm sorry, I'm
Mhm.
going on an Abadar
No, live your
transition
life.
real quick. And apparently there are Apple evangelists who will literally be like, "Have you heard the good news about the latest update? Have you heard the good news about Mojave?" It's just so fucking skin crawly for me.
Ooh.
That's weird. I'm
Speaking
Not a
of
scared.
fan of
Apple
that.
evangelists, I got my new iPad
Oh my god,
today.
fucking sell
And
out.
my
Oh, she's pretty. She's so pretty.
It's
I'm so
happening.
excited. I'm very excited to like draw.
Yeah,
on it.
absolutely. So you were
God.
saying, Anne, about the 3 planets and
Yeah.
your predictions.
Yeah, my predictions are. I'm sorry, I just read Max's description in chat.
Amaru comes off as a cold,
Amaru-
get-it-done character, jabby like Mr. Universe, too distracted by muscle. Kia was the most sincere, warmest smile ever, and Castor, like she's just about to bring you into the criminal underworld. Classy, but deadly.
Yeah.
Yes!
Wait, I
I
love
love
this.
that.
It's really funny because you're catching Amaruk, not to be like defensive, but you're catching Amaruk at a very weird time.
Stressful
It's
time.
true.
So I'm glad to see that she's coming across as cold right now, because I don't think season 1 Amaruk would ever be described that way.
She wouldn't be here.
Which is so great. I love that.
Just character growth. We're seeing
Yeah.
it.
Here for it.
Or not growth, maybe opposite of growth, character change.
Withering.
All movement is growth in
Yeah.
one way or another.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roots
But
have
that's
to
so
grow
cool.
down.
I often do wonder that though for new people who find the stream. So I love hearing that. Thank you, Max. That's awesome. I do feel I feel nervous about the world that we live in. No, I feel
Yeah.
nervous about like what this vision means, because her quest on Logic, when she finally became Desna's chosen, she got to see, you know, the quote unquote the meaning of life in an instance, right? In an instant that nobody else saw.
Right.
And so she came out of that feeling very like, I am chosen. I am the one to forge into the unknown. This is right, you know?
Right.
Whereas all of you guys, through some masterful storytelling by Miles, had visions or experiences or fever dreams, whatever we want to call them, in those caves that made you doubt everything. So it was like a really cool commentary, I think, not to like yank our own chains, but like on faith and what that is, and how it's
was a cool
great, but
episode.
also like really a scary thing to grapple with for a lot of people. And so I'm curious, I don't know, as far as where what this new vision means. I'm nervous about it because Castor never told us about the vision you had of darkness consuming everything. Right?
That
What was
Yeah,
that?
you never told us that. So she has no other kind of relation to she has no other really other way of relating to everybody this theme of consumption, right? And I don't know how she would even begin to talk about it. I mean, so it's, which is not a complaint, it's just I don't know what that thread is or how it relates. And I think Amaruk is on one side in a place right now where she's the most driven and direct that she's ever been because of her vision stuff. But she's also the most lost she's ever been because the world is not what she wishes it was.
Yeah.
And so I just don't know what to do. I This is all this to say that I just don't know what to do ever. And so I really enjoyed this last adventure arc for us because it was a lot of her getting to be confused and let other people take the lead and not having to be, the captain, right? Or make the final call. And I really enjoyed that. And I'm excited for more of just like these adventures on this world. And I'm also excited about this idea that you were talking about with Caster, Miles, about who gets help and why they get the help that they get. And I'm also just interested in like Caster and providing paraplegic support. I don't really know why that's exciting to me, but like I like that element. I don't know.
Yeah, it was an interesting impulse. Do you want to talk about that, Caster?
Sure. I mean, it felt like, well, he felt guilty and he felt like that there was some way, that he could, fix him up. And so he did that. Like, he just felt like he needed to do something to repent, maybe. I always find that Castor has this urge to just keep busy, and sometimes that manifests in a lot of service roles.
Yeah.
And, this one in particular is like very humanitarian, and it's just something that he would do. But he's done these servant roles in the past where doesn't put him on the right side of life.
Yeah.
I think it's certainly interesting looking at how similar themes pop up through different bits of our aspects of our characters, I would say, but seeing how differently each of you deal with them, like looking at how Faith interacts with Kia versus how it interacts with Amaruk, and it's just interesting for me and as Jabby, I think, coming into this group and seeing how that works, because his relationship to Aloritu, God of Magic and Secrets and Hidden Truth, is very hands off. It part of the worship is like finding out the secrets of magic and finding out things that are intentionally hidden. So failing to get into that computer systems, like, oh, this is my thing.
Yeah, and I can't do it. Yeah.
Right. So it's like this worked, this didn't work twice. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
That's
someone else do that.
honestly something that I really want to do, is to know more, have more interaction with everybody's faiths. Because like this is my first time hearing that you worship Ellery which I will now, conveniently forget when I'm Amaruk, right? Because I won't meta it. But like I think Amaruk wants to talk about like faith with everybody, and like what, like we have a new church coming, like what does that mean? Like the last time we made a big change, it did not go well in this town. Like what are we doing? Why are we alive? All of these questions are great. Great questions. But like I really feel like there's so much crossover and also conflict between these gods' purviews, right? Like Eluritu is all about exploring the unknown, and so is Desna, but it's just physical exploration. You know what I mean? And the idea of Besmara being the pirate queen, like we don't really know what that means, but like to know what it means is like that's part of being a servant of Desna, is to like understand others and explore and learn in that particular way. And so like I'm really excited. I don't know. I just want more of that kind of interaction between characters when appropriate. I mean, we like, just to be clear, we never tell each other like, I want to see more of this from you. It's never a note. No. It's more just like, I'm really fascinated by what you're doing with your character in this instance. And we've just, talked to each other about this stuff for a long time. So I just want to reassure the audience that that's not what's happening.
This is the campaign with the most religion I've ever ran.
Really?
Great ease, yeah. I mean, I went to acting school for a long time, and a lot of actors are pretty chronically faithless.
Yeah.
Right. To the point of judgment. So it was very rarely that I found someone who wanted to play with faith. I mean, honestly, a lot of the people around me are pretty faithless as well,
Yeah.
right? That's changing. The world is kind of having its reactive push back away from atheism towards I don't know, new mysticism and spiritualism in the way that the world
I think
shifts.
something
But
to keep in mind about that stuff, though, honestly, is the idea that faith in these games gives you a chance to believe wholly in something.
Yeah.
So even if you are not a religious person, the opportunity to have a deeply held belief and not be
100%.
I mean, you might be judged for it, right?
100%.
And so I think that's where and also for me, right, when I'm working with a DM or a GM or whatever that I trust, the person running the game, I love to hand them faith because it is a huge opportunity for them to interact with my character in a really deep and meaningful way.
Absolutely.
Just the same way that I want to develop relationships and deep role play with everybody else at the table. It really is an invitation to a DM that I love to give.
It's a inroad for me to directly speak to you.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm not saying at all that people who are faithless cannot play faith-based characters, right? I'm just saying that people who have no interest in faith very often do not pursue faith-based characters, right?
Well, and
certainly
and
new
it's players, like,
right?
I don't have any interest in faith as a person, generally. Not to be like, this is me, we out here, but I guess we out here. That's not something that, like, for me is really a big deal. I just know, like, as I get older, right? Because I'm probably, I think I'm like 10 years older than the rest of you. I don't know, something like that. It's crazy. But I'm not to be like, let me
saying anything.
Not to like blow up my spot, but and not to be like, you're not 1 year older. But for me, like, I'm going through a period of like seeing people in my life who have faith and behave at its behest in different ways, right? And one of them, for instance, is like my grandmother, who is super, super religious and the most loving person in the entire world with the way she experiences her faith. And that made me really interested in playing a religious character in general, like not just here, but at other tables. But I think Miles is absolutely right because I did not have any interest in playing a cleric or a paladin or anyone with any kind of faith. It was just it never mattered to me. It never mattered to me early on. And now, more so because of the opportunity for direct involvement and collaboration with the DM, being a warlock or someone with some kind of entity that has access to them or converses with them is very interesting to me.
Yeah, it's I find it interesting for a couple of reasons. I mean, one, because this is in a weird way storytelling art. So when faith is an important part of human experience, so we get to talk about it, right? And we get to experience it and we get to play with it. But in this particular medium, it means that you get to very specifically talk to me in a world where the player never gets to talk directly to the DM. Right? In a world where gods are real and literally power your class abilities.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Right?
Yeah.
I hope that's true.
Then
such
it's
a druid.
I know, right? Exactly. Then it opens up this new chain of communication that we don't have normally, or not normally, that we don't have otherwise.
Yeah.
But yeah, drawing power from the
just
grave.
Permission to play.
I think a lot of times when I was playing early on in my Dungeons and Dragons and other games career, I wanted to avoid paladins because like other people proselytizing to me pisses me off, and I had a lot of experience with that in a lot of religious friends in when I was younger. I had one of my best friend's sisters, and these girls are just absolutely so near and dear to my heart still to this day. She literally said to me when I was like over there at their house, we would like play the piano and sing show tunes, and she was like, "And it just makes me so sad that your dad is going to go to hell though." Like in the middle of just like apropos of nothing. Because
finish your applesauce,
yeah,
Abigail.
because
Oh man.
because we're like my dad's Jewish, right? And so she's like, I love your dad. He's my soccer coach. Like he's just the best man in the entire world. And I'm just really sad he's gonna go to hell. And she said this to me
Jeez.
like straight to my face. And I also went to like a YMCA summer camp where like religion was a big deal there as well. And they weren't the people who ran it weren't so interested in like forcing you to have a particular faith as they were just forcing you to have some kind of faith relationship in your
Amazing.
life. And
Cool.
so I think I really pushed against it
Mhm.
for a very long time. And it's not really until the last year that I was like, man, these are big storytelling opportunities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been the
And
last
I
year
now I'm
for you.
playing 2 paladins and a monk and a Solarian. So like whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. I think
Um
as a DM, it's interesting having paladins or especially clerics in terms of D&D because I like those moments where it gives me access to the cosmic side of things.
mm,
I
Yeah.
think about it like having Doctor Strange or like Thanos, then that gives you access to the cosmic aspect of Marvel. So you're not just on
Yeah.
like, there's someone who has like some knives, you know?
yeah.
Like, hey, these are characters who are playing with the vastness of the outer world. So it gives you more options to bring in those aspects of story as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like
Max.
the entire
Mhm.
world stops while your characters are doing this thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
everything else is still happening and
Yeah.
has its own reparations, I suppose, and ripples.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
frustrated by
cool.
the paladin hate, Max. I think people are really really small-minded about what
I
lawful
love my
means and about
paladin.
I
what
love
good
my
means.
paladins. They're great.
I feel like the law chaos good evil cross is
I
way
hate it.
I
hate
I
it so
love
much.
it, but we have to recognize
Yeah.
that it is just a method of interpretation.
Yeah,
And also
exactly.
that the history of D&D comes from not a cross, but a line that was between
Mhm.
law and chaos,
Mhm.
Mm,
right? That was first edition. Everyone who was part of the party was on the side of law, right? They were trying
Yeah.
to uphold the law of the world, and
Yeah.
chaos was everything that was trying to tear it down,
Yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
chaotic characters were like not allowed in first edition,
Yeah.
right? And then they started releasing some supplements that were like, you could play chaotic characters, I guess,
Yeah.
if you did these things, right? But
Mhm.
the good evil like this it's a very simple and flexible way about talking about
Yeah.
humanity's values. Very simply.
Well, and I also think, I mean, what Max is saying about it being in a fixed category is people like to categorize, and like a lot of people need that, right, as an idea for what kind of character. I'm chaotic neutral, like I'm chaotic good, I'm
Mhm.
lawful neutral. What they need that to guide them. But because I know a lot of us are coming from an acting background, I'm always thinking these are the 3 questions I always ask myself about any character. What would my character kill to have or know or die to protect? Who have they wronged, and why are they drawn to a life of adventure? And if I can't answer those 3 questions for myself or my DM, then that character's not ready for prime time, because you need an objective. You need that super objective that your character wants. And it can't be something like, I want to find my family and then my character is done, right? Like, what is your
mm,
drive is very different than the actions you're going to play to get to that
Yeah.
objective.
Yep.
And so I think about that. And then that's why I enjoy putting in the case of this game, Amaruk in this situation of like going from like happy puppy lady to like responsibility laden like leader, right? Because it's changing who she is, and that's okay. Moving along that spectrum and having that character change, like I think it's weird if you start a game and your character's alignment never shifts or is called into question,
right.
personally. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that. It's just, for me, I'm not interested in that kind of character.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't even know what Kia's alignment would be at this point.
Kia is
Because
chaotic.
she's gone through such a shift that I think having given her an alignment in the beginning, I'm pretty sure on the alignment I wrote "fuck you."
You did.
Which is what I do. Like I'm playing an
Yeah.
artificer, a a 12-year-old artificer
Yeah.
in an Eberron game, the alignment is just like lowly boy from an anime. And
Yeah.
I never want to
Yeah.
write that
So,
down
Helena,
because I'm
that's
like, well,
because
what
your
if something
alignment-
happens and
Yeah.
changes?
Your alignment
think-
is inherently chaotic. And you started
Mine?
with a character who was lawful good. And she has
Yes.
gone way the way of Helena in the way that we knew she would, where
Yeah.
she has become clean chaotic. I don't think Kia is good anymore. I think Kia
Yeah.
is just chaotic.
He means well.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just a way
Yeah.
to categorize, and
Mhm.
and once you realize it's just a tool to help inspire people for their play, and that you can use whatever tools from this box that you want to use. Like, I don't judge other people for needing alignments to tell them like,
Oh,
I need to
no,
live in
yeah.
this state of being. Like, live your life.
I
Some
just
people
can't.
like love rolling the dice for all the like bonds and qualities and stuff
Mm.
for D&D, and I literally never do it. I just don't
I've
do it.
never
It's just
done
not
that, yeah.
useful to me. But like that's a perfectly fine way to get inspiration. However you need to get there.
Yeah.
And if alignment works for you, then awesome. It's just not something that I personally care about.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, Max, you're right. You're a philosopher. You're brilliant. This is amazing.
Wait, let's read it. Hold on. I feel
Just
the
like-
alignment at earlier ages is more fluid. By doing certain choices, it'll reflect as waves around because the character has to grow more clear
Yeah.
and firmer in what the character is. Older
Right.
characters change less because they are supposed to be filled with more experiences. This is accurate and can't afford to change. Growing up is putting boxes on boxes on boxes to create a pyramid. Yeah, this
Right.
is all happening.
Yeah.
This is all
It's
very
all
true.
building, and I
That's
think
real.
that's very real. And I think I only in I think a one shot have I played somebody over the age of 40,
Oh man.
which I think is interesting as like a player, like noticing like what you do.
Yeah.
Because Miles mentioned earlier, he's like, you always play the college kid, and I was
Yeah.
like, maybe that's because I'm like I am baby.
And I am
Um,
baby forever. Yeah.
I enjoyed playing an older woman
Yeah.
in this one campaign. She was heckin' awesome, but
Yeah.
it's interesting what characters people are drawn to.
we
Because
have
mine is always like 20 to 40-year-old druid. It's usually where I go.
sure. we have a in our Eberron game a paladin who's like literally dad paladin, and I just love him, because for every rule, doing the opposite could also be a rule, and he just never changes. He's just a sweet dad boy who just wants everybody in the party to get along, and he's frustratingly interested in every kind of mundane everything there is. He was a farmer who left home to find his son who went out to adventure. He never intended to adventure. He asked his god for guidance to be able to find his son. Like that's basically it. Like he just
So Finding
likes to
Nemo.
talk. Yeah, it's Finding Nemo. It 100p.
Finding
Oh my god.
Nemo.
But oh my
It's
god,
a
it's
brilliant
so
movie.
true. But
and
yeah, I
story.
mean, I love
Oh
that,
my
and
God.
my bard is very focused on, if you were an ingenue back then and had all of these unrealistic romantic expectations placed on you by your family, who are you 10 years later after you're married? Like that's the whole concept for my bard. And so even though she's older, she's changing because of all of those expectations that are placed on you at a young age that you have to live up to. You still need to become kind of who you actually are.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it back
Yeah.
then. So
Y'all are
that's another
so good at this. All right. Let's call this. We're a little over our callback time.
I'm so sorry.
No,
We
no,
got
you're all
deep,
good.
Miles.
You're all good.
I
we
love
got
games.
we got hashtag deep.
What?
Hashtag
Not quite a fan of that.
I don't like it.
Oh man.
ASMR for the rest of us.
So folks, just to give you a heads up about where you can find us, we'll go around and then I'll finish it out. Is that good,
That
Miles?
sounds great. I'm
All right.
Miles. You can find me at twitch.tv/geeksforgood. And I
free to
stream
throw that in
5
the
days a
channel.
week. Come hang out with me tomorrow, and Anne, you'll be there, right?
Yes, tomorrow I will
Yeah,
be there.
tomorrow we'll be kicking it and playing some Destiny at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You're welcome to join it. Destiny 2 is free, so like come hang out and we'll fuck some shit up together. Yeah, go follow me, please. I really appreciate that, Hearth, for dropping that in chat. Also, if you join the Discord, Anne and I are sister streamers, so you'll be joining both of our Discord together, and you'll get double the notifications for all the times that we go live. And it's a lot of fun. I just started streaming Breath of the Wild, which I'm really enjoying. It's so good. Yeah, come play, do a new playthrough of Breath of the Wild with me every day at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. All right, that's me. Jebby.
Hello. You can find me at Afro Tsundere on TikTok. The spelling is in the chat there. I do comedy sketches. I do a little bit of motivation. You like mythology? I got that for you. Sometimes I will just be in a mood and I'll be like, bumpy, 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 bump, and then put that to music and post that. So if you want some chaos, give me a follow.
It's true.
It's real.
All right.
Parker, what you got?
Well, I'm Parker, and that's it.
Parker, I'm here every Thursday.
But I thought about doing a Twitch Sings channel now that I'm getting more confident in my singing again. So
Yeah.
Yes. Parker has the most beautiful singing voice of all time.
Yeah, it's
no
true.
Lie. It's
Stop.
so good.
Stop it. You guys are too much.
We won't stop it.
Never.
Helena, tell the people
yeah.
of you.
Hi, I'm Helena. You can follow me at the Magic Llama Mood on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I do funny shit. I don't know.
You do
I'm
the
not
most
really sure.
relatable content on YouTube, so cool off.
It's great.
Stop
fine.
undercutting yourself. I'm sick of having to lift you up.
Funny and relatable. Miles and I are gonna fight over my
Such
relate.
I mean, I'm just gonna meet your fucking Aries
but
energy.
if you
with some
relate,
Aries
give me a
energy
follow,
right
I
back.
guess.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, lastly, I am Anne Richmond, aka Hearthsinger, the head bard in charge, right here at Hearthsinger Games. You can find me Tuesday painting miniatures. You can find me Thursday playing this game right here with these fine folks here at Starfound Podcast. And you can find me Saturday. This Saturday, I will be playing Sea of Thieves with some friends, or Sea of Fools, or Sea of Fuck Ups. Whatever happens first. It's always an adventure. And so those are the big times that you can see me on this channel. Other than that, sometimes I pop up throughout the week and do some extra stuff, but there's always something to see, especially if you follow me on Twitter. You'll see everything I do, everything. At Anne Richmond, and on Instagram at Hearthsinger. All of that is down below in the stream info. I hope you'll stick around and have some fun with us, because we're fun people. It's what we are. It's what we do. So hopefully we'll see you again sometime. I'll be back on Saturday for Shoresies. Yeah, thank you so much for coming tonight, everybody. Have a great evening. Stay safe.
Well, everyone, stay safe. Good night.
Bye.
See you next time.